Find the nearest manhole and just get this over with.
You do realize there are giant beasts down there.
So maybe Venna, why don't you meet up with us down there if you could find a further access point, and if we don't meet up, then we'll meet you back here at the house.
Absolutely.
Venna goes a little bit farther down the way as you see her scouting out for another manhole.
Behind me, everyone. I will lead the way. So where we want to go?
Karma's marking the walls with chalk, so you guys don't get lost.
Huh? Who are you? Travelers. We are on the lookout for a specific individual. I believe a human female.
The ghost must have taken her.
The ghost?
What does ghost sound like? He starts asking the other kobold.
Is it like, ooh? Or is it like, grrr?
Victoria has no idea what they're saying, so she just goes on doing that,
I'm fucking lost too.
I severely doubt it's a ghost at this point.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's pipe work, isn't it?
And you see a few footprints, right? You see them walking this way. Kobolds haven't trapped this area for some reason.
This is the place they told them not to go.
I don't want to push this, but there's something we could use here. It's best not to touch what you don't know what is. Yeah, but I'm more curious about this, and I pick up the bone.
Victoria points out, she sees, looks like a trail of bones.
This must be the feasting quarters for whatever's here.
Well, looks like the woman's dead. Let's go.
The moss on the sides of the walls are vacant near here, Victoria, as you hear Venna scream.
Yeah, so as soon as Victoria hears Venna scream, she's starting to run down the hall. Barbarians can do barbarian things!
You see Venna scream, and about 60 feet ahead, you see a scarred, disfigured humanoid levitating a few inches off the ground. One arm is outstretched.
We ended up doing a little bit of kind of random shopping, and then we decided to go down to the sewers. Venna went up ahead to try to find a different entrance. We can meet up with her later. We ended up in a conversation with 3 kobolds, Miggle, Piggle, and Wiggle. We used some copper to pay off some information, and then the kobolds got greedy, so we left before it became a problem. And then we got jump scared by a ghost. That's all my notes.
Eagle, Piggle, and Wiggle. I'm looking at the
We
name.
haven't seen it yet.
No, we heard Venna scream.
Mm-hmm.
Venna screams as she comes around the corner. She's kind of went up too far ahead in the dark, dank sewer. It's stinky in here, Venna. It's like you just ate too much Taco Bell, and you're just like, fuck. And you have to turn the fan on extra fucking high. But it doesn't matter because everywhere you go,
disperses it.
Don't light a match. There's a few bones that you saw as Venna. You probably came out through one of the other entranceways back here. There are tubes and valves everywhere, and there's ways to kind of get in here. You guys came in through this way back here, and then Venna probably came in through this way because she just kind of came in up the street. She didn't go the way, south or whatever, or I'm sorry, north that's on the map. And to meet the kobolds, she kind of was checking around. She screams, and as Victoria dashes around the corner, you see this dismembered body, a disfigured humanoid that levitates a few inches off the ground. One arm is outstretched, and the other one attempts to cover its hideous face. Without a sound, it makes its way down the passageway, headed right towards you. The kobolds were warning that there was a ghost or something over here. They don't even trap this area because it's too dangerous. The rats and stuff that you found, their bodies were burned. The walls around here, and there's bones leading up here, and there's a pile of bones. I've revealed the room now. Inside of here, Venna, you see this horror. This creature is lumbering slowly towards you. What do you do, Venna?
Yes.
You got your doggy right next to you, too, Victoria. What's the name of the doggy?
Morgwin?
Yes.
Oh, yes, Morgwin. Morgwin, the famous bard of the West.
I grab onto Morgwin because I'm sure it's going to want to attack.
Well,
and
he's just kind of here, so you kind of lead him a little bit, dragging another creature.
Kind of just back up a little bit, but I'm facing the monster thingy and doing backing up so I can keep my eye on it.
And as you grab Morgwin by the tuft of his neck, the fur, and you just drag him back as he starts to growl a little bit. He's walking with you. Pretty quiet.
That's all I kind of want to do right now. I kind of just run into Victoria.
You kind of bump back into Victoria. Victoria, what do you look like as Venna kind of bumps back into you with the dog?
A little freaked out by this thing. Narratively, as soon as Venna runs back to Victoria, she's gonna not grab her, but kind of pull her behind. Victoria's gonna try to get in front of her defensively.
Sure. The creature's turn is now up. Evil spirit. It lumbers forward. Victoria squeezing through this area, just moves 15 feet and readies an action. Victoria's up.
Okay. I'm gonna move in front of Venna.
Splash, splash. The bottom of this particular area is dry, right? There's pipes and things like that. You step over a skull, though, right?
Yeah.
You're a crunch. As you crush some old bone that's been ripped from the flesh is totally ripped away from it.
Looking at this, is this thing obviously like real, or is this like some kind of illusion, or is I could take my action to discern?
You want to do that? You want to take your action to do that? It's quiet over here too. No rats go over here.
I think I'm gonna use magical awareness as my action.
That's like a detect magic type thing, like a flash of magic.
With everything that's 60 feet, so I'll move a little bit closer. And then 60 feet, if it's not behind total cover, I can sense the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item is 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
No magic.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I am gonna... Ooh, this will be fun. I'm gonna go into a rage. And I just bring the umbrella and like kind of open up the umbrella in front of me defensively. But that causes a surge.
Oh, what surge happens? You roll the d8, right?
Well, as I open the umbrella defensively, this like shining light seems to come out from underneath like the canopy of it as I am covered in multicolored protective lights. I currently have a +1 to AC, and while within 10 feet of me, allies will gain the same bonus.
It's an AC bonus, you said?
Yeah, so I get a +1 to my AC, and anyone within 10 feet of me will also get it, or allies within 10 feet of me also get it.
Just pulling up the wild magic surge table just in case I got it. You need to use it. Okay, cool.
No, we have an issue!
Are you going to define what that issue is, or are you just going to scream and run towards it?
It's worked out for me so far. It's kind of see-through.
What?
It's a ghost, obviously.
You aren't even there. What do you...
Well, what else do you know is transparent?
Glass?
Venna wasn't there before. She goes, ghost.
Karma will sigh and saunter forward. I'm gonna go 30 feet. Puts me right here. I'm just gonna pick up that skull while I'm passing it.
Sure.
That's my turn.
Add the skull to your character sheet. As you pick it up, it's like there's nothing left on it. It's been completely ripped of all of its flesh. The hard bits are left out. Gazan is up. Oh, Gazan's AFK?
Oh.
Man, he must have walked away for a coffee.
There is.
There he is. Gazan, you're up, buddy.
Alright. Yeah,
You're up, buddy.
I'm definitely gonna like sprint up. Well, maybe not sprint up. Maybe just walk as far as I can. Okay, is this enough to like just peek around the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, I just come over here and like just push myself up against the wall and like peek around the corner to like see what the hell is happening. What in God's name is that?
There's just rave of lights and ghosts down the hallway.
Get away from the thing! And that's my turn. I'm just gonna sip
up.
my pina colada here.
Well, what is it?
Nobody's answering you, I guess.
Yeah,
Can we answer?
Sorry.
We ain't got a clue.
It looks like a ghost. I think the kobolds are right.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
I'm looking at it.
Close your eyes.
Morgwin's up.
I'm looking down.
Morgwin, the doggy's up. I'm having Bennett control her. He's grabbed by the neck by you. Do you let him go, or is he staying with you?
I don't let him go yet. I make him stay.
It probably growls pretty viciously. Bennett, you're up now.
Okay. Trying to figure out what to do. I don't know if I should. Is there something else you guys think I should try to figure out more of what it is? Like we just think it's a ghost.
Magic shoot.
Yeah, at this point.
Hmm?
I thought it might have been an illusion, but nothing came off of my magic, so I'm thinking it's a ghost, which is a problem. You probably should shoot it.
Just attack.
With magic, not a crossbow, obviously.
Yeah,
Right,
Victoria's gonna hit it if that means anything our next turn.
Well, I'm just gonna use my my firebolt. Can try it.
Roll an attack
That
roll.
works.
Venna, this thing is lumbering very slowly towards you, right? It's very slow. Whatever this ghost is, it doesn't make a lot of noise as it's kind of moving forward. You hit it, and it's like you see the fire hit around the ghost, do some damage.
I kind of just stay where I am. I just wait.
A fire bolt?
Yeah, firebolt. One, like, you outstretch your finger, kind of like your model, and a string of fire swings by Victoria just for 2 damage. Okay.
It's not an open flame, Gazan, don't worry.
It doesn't
Okay.
catch fire or anything like that. It just streaks off the creature. A little singe. You see some sparks fly, right? Victoria makes
that's
a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, okay. I have advantage because of danger sense. And okay, hold on. I said the roll twice. Okay, that was
It's a dex save. You're a barbarian. You're like keen sense of like trying to avoid danger. All those years of being, on your own, you develop like a sixth sense as the creature kind of comes closer to you. This strange ghost, its outstretched hands lumbers forward you. You feel something like glassy bump up against you, and you jump back out of the way a little bit, like that, about that much. You feel something bad though, like look at the fingertips as you bunch back from your as you maybe push away with your hand. You feel a little bit of like burning on your fingers. Victoria, you're up.
Angry Barbarian go burr. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna close up the umbrella and hit it with the maul. Oh god. Nope. That's a 9.
You swing out wildly, like unknown of what's gonna happen. And I forgot to do it. I'll let you do the damage to it. So do some damage to our little ghosty friend.
On a 9 hits?
A 9 hits. It moves really slow, but it like as you slap it with your umbrella, you feel like something begin to encase around you. Your umbrella, you hear like a sound, but roll damage.
Okay.
And I'll just do a single attack against you because I forgot to attack you.
Whenever I hit a creature with an
Wanna knock
attack
it back
that
a
does
little
bludgeoning
bit?
damage, I can move it back 5 feet. So I'm just gonna push him back 5 feet. And he's
Is that
gonna...
once per short rest or?
Nope. Anytime I do damage with the bludgeoning weapon.
Nice.
And that's gonna be 11 points of bludgeoning
You
damage.
smack it. You hit something. You see the figure inside the creature like reverberate a little bit. And like I said, I'll still do my attack against you.
Sure.
See if it rolls. Your AC is pretty high, right?
15. Not very.
Doesn't hit you with. I rolled a 12. You hear the sizzling of like burning happening though. Karma's up.
We'll move another 30 feet. That's right here. Sacred Flame.
Can't move into the square of another creature. You have to be behind because you'd be standing
Oh,
on
I
top
did
of
say dog. My
Morwin
bad.
yelps as you step onto his tail.
Yeah, I'm the Sacred Flame.
I have to make a dex save or is a con save?
Dex saving throw, I believe. Pull it up. Yeah, Dex 14 saving throw.
I fail.
7 radiant.
It splashes. Victoria, something's not right here. Gazan's up. Oh, by the way, Karma rolls a d20, and so does Venna rolls a d20. Every time a magic ability is used in High Pass, there's a chance for a wild magic surge to happen. Then Venna rolls it. If she rolls Venna is more in wild with her magic. If she rolls a 1 or a 2, a wild magic effect goes off.
Definitely, first of all, I'm definitely gonna go cast, what's it called? Divine Sense.
Cast Divine Sense, trying to see if this is an undead creature, right?
Yep.
I'll roll the d20
Okay.
as you peek
Yeah.
around the corner.
You look so pleased with yourself.
I'm just waiting for
That's
the
a
natural
13.
one to pop up. It's not
Happy
undead.
me.
Gazan, this is strange. The undead sense, the black aura of radiance that you see sometimes when you peruse through the graveyards, trying to find out other spirits that have maybe been that are lingering and recently deceased, doesn't illuminate here. Arendelle, your turn is up, correct?
I'm not gonna get anything else.
Arendelle's up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, everyone, move back! Get out of here!
What?
It's dangerous!
I mean, everything down here is dangerous. You're gonna have to be a little
But this
bit
is more dangerous than anything I've ever seen!
It's the darkest dungeon.
I know, I'm going to turn the 10. I just switched over to Darkest Dungeon.
Oh.
I'll switch over to Guild Wars here.
It's double movement through allied creatures, right?
Yeah, it's considered difficult terrain or double movement through them, yep.
Alright, so that'd be 20. Would I be able to stand here?
Yeah, well, yes.
Alright. What the hell? Is that a
You do it,
ghost?
You're still on about this?
Right.
You see, as Arendelle, you look straight ahead. You see this huge trail of bones out there. It's hard to see through like the dark vision that you have.
Alright. Well, if it's a ghost, it has something to, be afraid of. You're a thing I got it. I'm gonna need you to make an intelligence saving throw for me.
My strongest stat. The most intelligent creature possible. I roll a natural 20.
Wait,
Oh
really?
my gosh.
I do, but it's a 15. I have a -5 intelligence.
Oh.
Oh, it's a 15?
I did get a 15. Did I pass?
No.
I missed by 1.
Yeah.
You power game me.
So
You got me.
I cast Phantasmal Force, and
Okay.
this thing is now seeing its worst nightmare.
Which is? Is this a charm effect?
I craft an illusion that takes root in the mind of a creature that I can see within range. It is a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of my choice that is no larger than a 10. All right, so it's what I want it to be. So, it's
What
a
would that
ghost.
be?
What would scare a ghost? How about a scarier ghost?
The Scooby-Doo gang.
I'm going to say this is similar to an illusion or charm effect. The spell is unaffected. Morgwin is up.
Oh,
There's no effect from the spell, apparently. There's like in the vision, you feel the projection, like you are reaching out to a sentient entity with your mind, Arendelle. There is some residual intelligence there. You try to imagine it, and then you see a shimmer of glass or something like in front of Victoria as it lumbers forward. Morgwin's up.
Morgwin's gonna go. I'm gonna kind of put him more like, I'm still holding on to him so he doesn't go after the ghost, but I'm gonna
Sure.
put him more in between me and the ghost.
Nice little body shield, huh?
Just in case.
Yes, Mr. President.
Get down!
I'll take that bullet for you. Is that all you want to do with him?
I don't know what you can do with it.
Now he has like pack tactics and stuff, so if the creature gets near him and you're near him too, he gets advantage on the attack. And he like can trip attack, so it's kind of like I think that's what's with the wolf. We use the Mastiff stat block for him if you really want to be technical about it. Venna, your turn is up now though.
Okay, protect the pupper.
I'm
Also, I
gonna
just
try.
love that, like, everyone's icon just turned into Morgwin.
Save Morgwin, everyone else can perish.
Oh god, this is where I roll like a 1 and hurt Victoria.
I'm just waiting for it.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna move first.
Okay, move your character, yeah.
And
Where do you want to move?
I defeat the purpose of my puppy, but
Yes.
I'm gonna move kind of like over here.
Okay.
And
Move up a little closer.
yeah, because I'm trying to get a better angle. And I'm going to do magic missile.
Yeah, roll the force damage. It's an automatic hit. That's how magic missile works. So you don't even
Oh,
need to
okay.
roll the dice. I'll let the effect go off, and then you can roll the wild magic thing.
Just the D20, right?
Yeah.
it's not the. Oh, wait, the wild magic thing.
Yeah.
I thought you
Oh,
were asking about the attack roll.
2 force damage.
come on. It was so close.
It's so slow.
It was so
Oh,
yeah,
it's
and then
rolling that?
it was like so close to be.
Well,
one.
you have to roll, I think, what is it, 3 projectiles, so you only rolled 1.
Yep.
Then you need
Yeah.
to roll another 1d4 and then another 1d4. And then add +1 to both of them.
Oh,
or
it's
click
2
that button
D4s.
twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to roll
Just-
it 2 more times.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have pressed the damage 2 more times.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
It's
okay.
okay. When you
I'll
press
click
the
that
button, it
filter
just
one.
adds the modifier, so it helps out the math.
Oh, sorry. I'll do it one more time.
Another 1. Pathetic.
Was it a 2
It's the last
technically? Because there's a +1, right?
Yes, that's
Mhm.
right. I did.
It's a
-2.
1 again.
Pathetic.
Oh,
this
So much risk for such little reward. Evil
I mean, 6
spirit
force
is up.
damage. 6 force damage is 6 force damage. I mean,
And as this thing, Victoria, like shimmers a little bit, you feel it like your danger sense kicks in as you want to like dodge out of the way backwards. But you look around and you look up against the walls and see something scraping. It's hard to tell, like something scraping up against the wall. And I'm gonna move forward with it. I'm gonna attack Victoria once, then move forward, and then we're gonna have you guys take dexterity saves. Let me do the attack on Victoria first. As you feel the hand of the ghost come out and try to get at you, I roll too low, I roll a 10. But now all of you need to make dex saves. That'd be Victoria, Venna, and poor Morgwin here. As it passes right through you.
Finally, a good roll.
Might
17.
pass. Venna passes as well with a natural 20. And then I will roll a d20 for Morgwin. What's his dexterity save as a mastiff? Let me pull it
should
up.
be +2.
The problem is, Victoria, even though you successfully save, I will only do. You get pushed back, but I'm going to do the damage to you as it pushes you back out of the way. And Venna, you get pushed back out of the way too.
and
as it
just
moves.
him moving pushes me.
Yeah, so it's kind of strange as you feel this like the ghost, it's not doing anything. And then you realize the horror of it as you start to try to back away and you jump back once, but it just lumbers forward and it spills over you as it's a giant blob of some kind. And trapped inside of the creature is this figure, this disfigured thing, as it's a giant ooze. And
Ew.
Victoria, you can't back up fast enough. I'm just going to do half damage to you. As you
Okay.
get pinned up against the wall, I'll also say you're now restrained.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
You got
Um,
oozed.
But I'll do half damage to you, and I do full damage to Morgwin. So, Victoria,
slimy.
you're now grappled, restrained, and suffocating.
Oh, shit.
You take 5 acid damage, Victoria, and
Okay.
the poor Mastiff, Morgwin, takes 10 acid damage, and he only has 5 HP. The dog, you see him enter the slime, and he's incinerated as you hear him yelp and scream. He's burned alive. And you see him just absorb into there. You see all the fur begin to dissolve off of his flesh, but you can't hear even the screams of him.
Poor puppy.
Killed our dog.
That wasn't even brutal! How dare you!
Damn, now who's gonna pull the cart?
No punches are pulled here.
Oh my god. Well, I'm still angry.
So you attack with disadvantage as you are now restrained and pinched up against the wall. As you look in through the slime, you see this dissolved woman in there, just like a fragment of a ghost, like what you thought was a ghost. You see that dog in there now being eaten alive.
We found the wife.
What color is it?
Unknown.
Unknown. I'm looking at it.
Transparent.
Oh,
Oh. Okay,
Stop
I'm
trying
gonna
to metagame me, bro.
it's a simple question.
I know, I just answered. That Victoria's up.
It's transparent. that tells me what it
fucking
is.
metagame in my ass. Stop trying to power game me.
13.
That does hit.
Aha!
As you're slow, you kind of like with your arm is just back up against the wall. You pound down a little bit with it. With a
I'm
little
gonna-
bit of force of your mount.
Push it in and open the umbrella and shove him 5 feet away from me as he takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And with my crusher feet, he fucks off a little bit.
And you think that you push him away. As you slam him, it backs up a little bit, but since you're restrained, you're pulled with him.
Damn it!
You realize the horror of it as you look down at your feet, as you've tried to like push yourself away from him. You look and you hear the sizzling as it starts to go inside of your boots. If you have 2 attacks, then you can spend one of your attacks to change the position of the grapple. But you
Wait,
used
if we have 2 attacks?
Yeah, but you only have 1. Right.
Right, because we'll have 4. Next level up, we'll get 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell. He even gave us the only hint that we needed to figure out what it was. He said the floor was
Karma.
clean.
I'm gonna look at the party. I'm gonna say, make the next hit count. But ain't on me purged! I'm gonna use Eyes to the Grave. Or Path to the Grave, my bad.
As you the next attack does double damage, right?
Yep, that's my turn.
Roll a d20 to see if the wild magic surge goes off. As you tap into the power of the god and the void itself. Not today.
Okay, so if I hit it, I can nuke it.
Yeah, it does double. The next attack does double damage. Gazana's up.
I like-
Keep that in mind, Gazan.
I like see this shape just change, and I'm like, that's no ghost! And I just charge up with my sigil and like just slash it across.
No.
Roll to attack.
Well,
Yep.
I can't nuke it anymore.
I'm gonna expend
Don't-
inspiration.
If you roll a 1, you hit Victoria.
Yep.
Poor Victoria.
Because she's stuck inside of it.
Wait, where's my sickle? What?
Your sickle.
There it is. Okay.
The d6.
I got it.
D4.
Okay.
Shouldn't you try to pull Victoria out of it before she burns to death?
That would have been smart. Okay.
Well, to be
Roll to
fair,
hit.
I still had 14 temp HP from the last session.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Yep, just use the temp HP if it hits you.
Yeah, so I haven't taken damage yet, but this can go really bad really fast.
Okay, I'm gonna
Awesome
roll.
to get blessed by Steve.
I'm gonna roll a d20 and add +6 to that.
Sure.
Okay, and now my inspiration. Natural 20!
There you go. With the inspiration. So now you roll another 20, see if you super crit.
Smite!
Awesome.
Smite!
Are you smiting with a sickle?
Yes.
He's going to
Beautiful.
smite with the... Remember somebody threw a box or something? He said they smited with the box.
I've seen someone smite somebody with a pin, like the pin
Gazan,
quill.
you need to roll another d20 to
great.
see if you super crit, buddy.
Okay.
And Path to the Grave.
That's right.
Okay, Gazan, roll another 20.
That's double the damage, right?
Yeah.
Whatever
Okay,
the
so
total
now-
damage is.
I don't get to nuke it. It's on us.
Ah,
So roll damage.
my first kill!
Please.
Okay, here we are. Sickle is... Okay, that's only 1d4, huh? Okay.
Uses are
Sucks to be a slave.
They
Yeah.
are unreasonably.
Okay, so 1d4 +4.
Because of strength. Sure.
Where is it? There it is. Okay. Roll.
Is it not... you don't have the access to your modifier on your character sheet yet?
Access?
Yeah, there should be a modifier there. Where you can add the sickle, and then it'll add.
Yeah,
the
but I think I
modifier.
have, what's it called? Roll 20 open, so it's going through that instead.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got beyond 20 or whatever. linked
Yeah,
up.
okay.
So here's the thing: is you did 11 damage times 2 is 22. Do you want to smite it?
Yep, definitely smite it.
Roll a d20 to see if a wild magic surge goes off.
Worth
Okay.
it.
So the
Dude,
smite damage
smite's
is double.
critical.
Own.
Didn't roll it. Yes, the smite crits.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a minus
Roll
2d8,
dice rolls.
16.
Okay, Divine Smite, here we are. That's 2d8. Okay.
Roll the 2d8. You could kill it.
Yeah. Okay, rolling 2 of them. No.
Then
how-
double it
that's what
all
Pal-
once you're
There we
done.
are. Okay.
I already
Yep.
doubled it.
There we are.
double it again because
Okay.
of passing the grave.
18.
Already,
So that's 40 damage.
yes.
Dang.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You also double it again. Like Victoria is right. So you would actually do 9 plus another 8, and then
Hell
we
yeah,
times
Karma.
that by 2. So it's actually this. Even though you smite with your sickle, it's actually what Karma does to help you out. The vulnerability of the creature is revealed. What vulnerability did you see, Gazan, to finish it off with this powerful smite attack?
A vulnerability? I don't know what that would be. Anybody got some cool ideas?
Yes, actually. It's weak to dying.
Ah, everybody's
That's-
fear. Yes.
I just love that you use a sickle after Karma used her divine power to weaken it. It's
I
very
mean,
poetic.
that's a lot of damage, and that's entirely from his smite getting doubled.
Narratively, it's awesome.
It's hilarious, yes, but what the fuck?
Arendelle, move! You're standing on bone.
What?
Definitely just gonna cut it in half.
This Karma's
It's like
Yes.
probably like
Yes.
just splatter it all the way back into the corridor.
You jump up and you take the sickle and drive it halfway between down, and it carves it almost in twine as Victoria's being dissolved from below as she's pinned up against the wall. The creature, you see several pieces of armor that are destroyed in it. Its jelly-like feature just dissolves and begins to, below, and you feel it just squish, and it's like amino acids of it or whatever, like spill out across your boots, Gazan, and the skeleton inside of it, you just hear it as it lands right onto the floor, right?
I am useful! Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You should probably be more careful with your pets. Even this guy, and I point to like Arendelle, he has a mouse he's going to feed to his bird later, and he kept it more safe than that.
Tried keeping him back.
Karma's gonna sit down after collecting all the nearby bones and start saying a prayer of healing.
I'm gonna back up a couple steps, start casting mending on my shoes.
Yes. You all gather yourselves. Gazan, would you mind accompanying me?
Yeah, I just clean my sickle, and I walk with Arendelle down the hall.
Perhaps we should wait until Karma's done.
Just taking a peek, not going in.
Whatever you want to do.
Gonna go.
Do I see anything inside?
Unfortunately, Karma, you go back and you kind of pick up some of the bones, right, in the hallway and the skull here, and you look up ahead, though, you just see, like, piles and piles of bones in here. But it's, like, too many bones even for your little dainty body to carry, right?
I'm gonna cremate them.
You want to burn them up and, like, turn them into ash?
Here,
Of course.
In an enclosed space with gases?
maybe radiant.
Yeah.
On our way out, maybe.
Karma casts, as Karma begins to not think about the crystal that's offset in high pass, he casts the first spell and he rolls a d20 to see if a wild magic surge goes off.
Was
and
there
every time he
anything-
casts it to recremate it, he'd have to roll a d20, Karma.
The 15 for my prayer of healing.
Before.
Yeah.
See how much healing everyone gets.
Is anyone injured, actually?
I mean, I'm missing 2 of my actual HP, but it's covered by my 8 temporary.
You're definitely injured, Victoria.
I am actually not. I'm fine.
I'll take that 9.
I actually did not lose any HP because I had enough temporary HP from the last session.
What the fuck?
I only took damage. I only took damage once, right?
You were inside of it.
Her boot was. She actually passed the
Only her
save.
feet.
This is why you buy quality footwear.
Yes.
Fuck, I'll take the 9 healing shit.
Question, DM.
Yes.
It wasn't a ghost we saw; it was a body inside of it, right?
Body spills out as Gazan
Yeah.
cuts it in twain. It splashes onto the ground. There's almost nothing left of it. Maybe there's a few bones, but something stuck in that creature for so long. It's harsh.
Think we could
What?
find anything that proves where the wife that was her?
The ring.
Perhaps it came from in here, did it not?
You look down a little bit, Arendelle, from at the body as you're kind of interested in it. You do see the necklace there that maybe the Tanner was talking about.
I'll grab that. Well,
You burn your
suspicion-
fingertips a little bit as you grab it. There's still some residual ooze. You take 1 hit point of damage.
Ow.
Are you good?
I'm perfectly fine, seeing as I had a ward, aka temporary HP.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Let's ride him, guys. All the metagaming must stop.
Are we assuming that she's dead?
Yes. This is
Does she look alive to you?
I don't think there's much left.
At least the
Alright.
necklace survived.
Karma, you're looking down through whatever was else in this creature that was maybe stuck. You see an assortment of other trinkets. You see another tarnished copper ring, some steel buttons, and the like. Maybe there's enough here to be sold at the market.
Karma doesn't steal from the dead.
Everyone does.
If I was say Vena's back here, I'll pick it up.
Arendelle does.
Can I look at that ring?
Oh,
You said
I won't
it's
stop you.
A signet ring?
Roll a d20, Victoria. If you roll very high, it's a very wealthy ring. If not, it's just a normal copper ring.
Yeah, I'm more interested in like what you said it's like a signet ring, like has a symbol on it, right? It's
You
three.
said it's a copper ring.
You pick it up. There is some like engraving on it. It's too worn to be told what it is. But Victoria, you fear the worst. Maybe it is like a wedding ring of some kind.
Oh, this have been what we were looking for. Who we were
Yes.
looking for.
Or at least maybe we can show the necklace and the ring, see if he recognizes it.
There are some more mushrooms in here. You wish to gather them.
Oh, they are?
Yes, more of your sewer mushrooms.
Oh, yes. Let me take a look.
Arendelle has no problem just stepping over, dozens and dozens of bones here as you hear the crunching as you enter it in.
And Arendelle is no stranger to corpses.
Karma's gonna be saying a prayer over the mass grave here.
Yes, have your fun.
While this is all
I
going
will. And I basically just want to see, like, I already picked up a mushroom. I want to find likewise mushrooms here. So that maybe we can find more
Yeah,
of
so
them.
we make the survival roll, right?
Yep.
It takes a minute to cast the mending cantrip, so you're finished casting the mending cantrip, Victoria. To try to bring your boots back to its stable state. Are you able to, Victoria, or are they too far gone? So it's only can be able to repair like minor damage to the boot.
Yeah. No, like they turned into kind of because the mending will like try to reconstruct to the best of its ability. So I think these turned from boots to sandals.
That's not good for the sewer.
No, it's not ideal, but
Might want to check for fungi whenever we resurface.
So someone gave advantage on the next player's roll, so Kazan rolls with advantage.
Oh, well, that was unfortunate.
So what's your survival modifier?
Just 0, so it's just flat.
It's actually a nature roll, so you can either roll a survival or nature, right?
Doesn't matter.
To try to pick it out.
Yeah.
The DC is not high. It's only like a DC 10 or 11, something like that. And you're able to pick up another one of those mushrooms that we talked about last week. It's worth about 5 gold, right? It's a reagent that could be used to craft other stuff.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
There's
you
a
for
rather
that.
large one over here.
Where did you go? Why are you all the way back there?
Curiosity. There's a big one.
Is that a valve?
You know, there's valves all over the place. Yeah.
Just
the wall.
scaling the wall?
Yeah.
Arendelle casts Mold and Mend to Stone, and he starts to go in through the walls.
He's like
Yes,
Gollum just
sorry,
starts
I'm
to
going
climb the
out.
ceiling.
The
I must go, my people lead.
You make a keen observation, though, Kazan, that there's a lot of valves and things in here. And last week, if you remember, you touched one of the valves and you felt like a pressure in there, right? I think. You felt like, it's not like a rattling, but you feel like, when you touch a valve and you know there's water going through it,
Yeah.
something like that, like a little bit of tension in there. But, yeah, that's as much as I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, Karma. That is a pool full of birds. What are you going to do?
This place is particularly foul. There's water right here, right? This is like piss water, guys, right? Like piss and shit water. It stinks, but your nose has adapted to it by now, just being down here too much. But you look down, Benna, and you kind of can see that, right? But fortunately, like, your brain doesn't recognize it. Your body is adapted to it, but you think that maybe you're gonna have to take a long bath, and then you think again, you're like, I'm gonna have to take that bath back maybe at the manor of the guy, right? That's gonna suck.
Save my bath. Or do I want to smell of this place and then meet with him? Kazan, didn't you say you wanted a nice bath?
Oh, definitely after this.
You get baths.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
Is there?
I mean, typically slaves are not given such liberties, I was only assuming.
Is there a pipe running above this place at all?
You look up, and there's pipes everywhere. Whoever built this place, Victoria, before you were even born, during the height of men, they were brilliant engineers. There's pipes going everywhere.
Can I assume it's water in these pipes?
Can you?
Probably piss and shit, but maybe.
I just
Don't
feel
know
like
if the sewers
if
are
we
working.
turn these valves, this room will fill.
Or
It could drain.
Then we could go down.
Probably. I mean, I'm assuming that's what Karma wants.
I was thinking about blessing the pipes and stabbing a hole in it so it rains down holy water, but it sounds like we're on
I don't
different
know.
mind tracks.
What the heck?
That sounds
I wanted
very
to
good.
bless the bones. That's all I'm worried about right now, if we're being honest.
Wizard,
Kazan?
I may be a
What?
slave, But what stops me from taking a bath in the ocean whenever I want?
Typically being chained and not being allowed to.
Am I chained?
Yes, quite literally. I just kind of use my staff to tap the collar around your neck.
Oh, I don't think I have one.
You don't?
No, it's just a tattoo.
Oh.
I think you figured that out a couple sessions ago.
I pat your cheek where your mark is.
I
immediately wipe it off on my shirt.
I just grimace.
And then I prestidigitate the place where I wiped it off on my shirt.
Karma's gonna turn the valve.
What?
Karma goes up to the valve. Which one? Roll a d20, Karma, to see how the reaction of this.
Priestess, what are you doing?
You can actually roll with inspiration too if you wish.
Alright, there's a 9. There's a 7. Karma's pretty weak.
Yeah, I kind of go back. I'm like, turning the valve over here.
Someone has summoned a random encounter.
There's a Hydra in the water, gang.
It's time to turn the valve.
And
shit, Hydra!
As Victoria, you look back and you see 2 eyes staring at you from around the corner that are kind of glowing.
There's something in here.
What?
The what?
What now?
Can I see what those eyes are with my dark vision? Or are they gone?
Did you kill it?
Yes.
Meagle!
Meagle! It's dead. And it wasn't a ghost.
Isn't that the Cobalt Buddies?
Yes, Meagle followed you here.
I'm just whispering over to
Migo.
Gazan. Who's this?
Well, these are the guys who live here natively.
Hey, Migo, you should know that's safe down here now.
He
Be
walks
careful
forward.
where you step. There's still acid on the floor.
Oh, Meagle, be careful.
What are you doing here?
And he looks in that pile of acid and he's like, "Oh, shinies." He starts picking up some of the steel buttons.
Oh no.
Oh, He
Be
still
careful.
puts them in his pot little sack,
Of course.
He starts picking up the little trinkets that were left behind, right? That Karma didn't want to take.
We did take the ring and the necklace, though, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Alright.
Starts picking
well,
up some steel buttons,
We killed your ghost.
Big boss will be pleased.
Good to hear.
Have you seen any crystals over here?
No, just
No.
a pool of bones.
He kind of walks up closer to you, Victoria.
Perhaps
You
now-
big and strong.
Yes, we are. Perhaps we can now meet with Big Boss since we've cleared out a problem for him.
You want to meet Big Boss?
Can I look over everyone else? I think we somewhat talked about that before.
Thought we made that clear already.
I'm still being caught up on who Big Boss is.
Yes.
We don't know.
He's their boss.
Yes,
that his-
Matt. He's a spellcaster, though.
Is his name?
Do we care to?
I think it'd be helpful to have good diplomatic relations with the very powerful boss down here.
If I found things humorous, I'd be laughing.
Karma, what are you doing with the rest of the bones in there?
Karma's just saying a small prayer over them. We're sprinkling some holy water over
Every
them.
time you cast a spell, you feel like a reverberation throughout the void.
Just saying a prayer? I've got to
No.
roll. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, not saying a prayer. I'm just saying and I'm just trying to reflect it on it. She's like, you've kind of thought about it, trying to cremate all these bodies and things like that have been unfortunately met their time too early. But Karma, hasn't it maybe been the right time? As Adon's will it is what it is.
Don't bait her.
Are we done here?
I'd assume so. Found what he come for. Let's return to the Tanner or whatever.
Karma's going to say a prayer of augury.
Okay, what are you asking?
Want to pull or turn any of the 3 valves that we didn't?
I'm going to ask if it's in my best interest to dispose of these remains.
The first one is a total success, right?
I don't know. I've not rolled it yet.
Well, you have to. I don't think you roll the augury. The first one is a success. I either tell you a wheel woe or wheel and woe, right?
Yeah.
You hear an answer though back. Is the first time you've tried to reach out to your god, right?
Mhm.
You hear a scream inside of your head. It's haunting. A scream of pain.
Well,
It's not
that's
even
insightful.
An answer that you would never even know or understand. You're supposed to just maybe hear an answer, but you hear just a scream. It's almost deafening inside of your ears. Your god calls out to you. You fall down to your knee and you hear a crunch as you land on the bone. As this connection goes off, roll the d20 to see if a random magic surge goes off.
This would be a good time for one.
Well, we'll see if the dice want it.
Inspiration, if it is.
Why am I standing in front of her?
Because you guys are all madmen.
Yeah, you all definitely visibly see Karma in pain, though. She definitely be shaking and on the ground.
I'll go over to her.
This is going to be a common occurrence.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Should we just head back up to the surface? We want to meet with this big boss.
We should probably meet with him. It could be in our best interest. Let's get out of
Roger,
this area.
Wonderful idea. All right.
Big
Karma
Boss
up.
lives in the. I mean, he's in the sewer already, right? So we should just meet with
Yeah.
him.
Smeagol, Smeagol, was it?
Meagle! Meagle's my name. Smeagol's another guy.
Wonderful.
I don't think I did
Why
it.
don't you go ahead and take us to your big boss so we can tell him the great thing that we did.
You find any more shiny in those bones?
I don't think they left any more shinies in the bones.
Well, check. Make a look.
I think you have plenty.
You can go check. Please,
Okay, I'll
go.
check. Meet that Ben over here. No crystals, though, huh? He starts, like, digging through some of the bones, Karma, kind of disrespecting some of the dead. Like a small little dragon feasting on the corpse.
I'm gonna walk up to him. Perhaps we have somewhere to go, and you can come back at a later time.
Yeah.
And if I can, I'll roll. I'll make an intimidation check as
Sure.
Victoria.
You, like, put a firm hand on his shoulder.
I don't touch him, but Victoria is over 6 feet.
So no, I don't touch him.
Super Victoria's Secret model style, huh? Is that how it is?
Huh?
Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, we'll play characters that were not in real life. I'm short,
Hey,
so
it's all
she's
good.
super tall.
Don't worry, I know what it's like to be a giant. I'm 6'2".
Are you
Oh.
for real, Arendelle?
Yes,
In real life?
yes.
6'2",
I didn't even know
buddies.
Good job,
not great.
Arendelle.
It's not great. I grew a little too
Good
fast,
job,
and now
buddy.
I legitimately have stretch marks on my skin. I'm not good.
Grew up
That's
overnight.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, I had like 3 growth spurts one summer, and it was pain.
Ooh.
So how I
Yeah.
do it is I roll against an insight roll of the guy, which is your intimidation. You
It's
can
a
roll.
3.
You can use strength though if you want to instead of charisma. That is the
Ooh.
modifier.
Yeah. Okay. So I rolled a 3. So with strength, it'd be a 7. Still not good, but
Okay, I'll take you to Big Boss.
thank you.
This way. So we're still kind of in theater of the mind, right? And Meagle starts to take you down sort of the way you came, right? Through some of the pipes. And immediately nature starts to take its course as the threat of the ghost has been evaporated. Because on you hear like the rats beginning to scurry a little bit more over here. Again, they're starting to move. You know, they're testing their limits of where they can go. No different really from the kobolds, right? Kind of just push around and go where the danger isn't in. Don't step on that, he says to Venna. That's a trap.
I jump away.
Yes, you'll get hurt, just like Orc. And he leads you guys down through this area, and still pretty bad. I'll move your guys' models, though, to kind of show you where this place is at. He leads you guys through this big hallway. You hear a bunch of, like, kobolds talking, right? It's like a den of kobolds, right? Maybe dozens of kobolds over here. And you hear Meagle,
Ew.
yeah, as you step into the piss. Let's move you guys over here.
Prestidigitation.
And this giant kobold, as Meagle calls out to him, you see lights up here. There seems to be like a bunch of chairs, things like that. Meagle, this big wing kobold comes over here. His name is Big Boss. Meagle, is Big Boss there? And Big Boss kind of comes out, and he just stands at like this precipice. He just has like a club in his hand, you know? And he has like a crystal necklace, we'll say, right? That glows a little bit with the residual glow. He's almost wearing no clothing though. Like he's just wearing like a tunic, and you can see his like bare, scaly skin. You know, his draconic features are shown with pride. He's a little muscular, but for a kobold, he must be like maybe a half foot taller than your regular kobold. But he looks strong. He's got some wings. Hey!
I'm just picturing the Troll King from the
Who
Hobbit.
are these people, Meagle? Meagle, they just killed the ghost. They're speaking to each other in common for courtesy. He's like, who are you? Big Boss says.
You know, I never really thought about a name for us. Right now, it
We're
would have
not
been good to
having
have
this
one.
conversation in a sewer.
Some passerby. We just wanted to say hello. We've
We
heard
were
great
looking
things.
for a woman.
It's not good enough for Big Boss. I need to know who I'm speaking to if you want to hold court with Big Boss.
Of course.
Hi, I'm Venna. We're adventurers. We're looking for a person.
What is the name of your party? This is your chance, guys.
Oh,
God.
God.
In a sewer to a kobold.
It's been long enough, fellas. You must decide on a name now.
This is a shitty place to figure it out.
Tell me your name.
Do we have a chat going about like what our name should be?
Ghostbusters!
Slime slashers.
Oh my god.
We are the Ghostbusters!
Ash slinging slime slashers.
You know what? How about I come up? We're
Victoria,
way fabulous.
you choose.
Well, you know what? I don't really care what you call this, as long as it isn't stupid.
You're stupid.
No, I literally am not.
Then your mom's stupid.
The
Does anyone have
Morgwin
any ideas?
Crusaders.
I'm going to ignore that for your life's longevity.
Just a cause. I don't know. I just said something that sounded cool.
I know what you said. It's such a whisper.
I said the Justicars.
The what?
We are
Sounds
the
cool. I don't know.
Justica? Is it not some kind of military rank?
The Liberators.
The Liberators.
The chain breakers.
You know what? I like
chain
Justicar. Let's
breakers.
go with that. Let's
We're-
call ourselves Justicars.
we are the Fantastic Five with a Q.
You
Minus
shut the
dog.
hell up.
How do you feel about Justicars?
It works.
I couldn't quite hear your name. What was it again?
What if... Hold on, wait, actually, hold me Google something real quick.
Oh boy.
Oh god. What the hell is a Google?
Venna, we need some suggestions.
I gave. I
We got-
tell my
I-
chat
I-
like you guys gotta
I-
have a name for us.
I
Somebody
said
pick a name.
Wayfarer. I said Wayfarer. But I mean,
The
I don't want to be
Wayfarers?
named after furniture.
Wayfaring Justicars? Well, what
Honestly,
if...
Wayfarer is pretty good.
The
I mean,
Wayfarers.
so far we really haven't done anything justice related so far.
Well, a Wayfarer is someone who wanders.
And has that not been what we've been doing?
Literally what we're doing.
I,
We
Why
have
not just call
all-
ourselves the Nomads at that point?
We literally just wandered here and we
I
found each
like-
other.
I like Wayfarers. It also
Wayfarers?
is if we're naming ourselves after the crystal as well.
Wait,
Alright.
what? Oh.
I'm
Oh, is that what the
outnumbered.
crystal's
I
called?
suppose it would.
Think about
Have you
it.
done anything justice related so far?
Serving justice.
Gazan thinks back to almost he got into a bar fight before he came here.
Can we just get a move on?
We are,
Introduce
we are the
us.
Wayfarers.
Yep, we're the Wayfarers.
Wayfarers.
Get me the fuck out.
That doesn't sound like a ghost slayer's name.
We
It
are
wasn't-
wandering ghost hunters.
The Wandering Ghost Hunters.
Well, we're Wayfarers. Wayfarer is someone who wanders.
The Ghostbusters 2.
The
Where are
fact,
you wandering to?
Yeah, apparently.
fact of the matter is, that was no ghost.
What can I do for you?
Well, I wanted to talk to him.
I have no clue what you guys want to...
I think we simply wanted to make introductions.
I know what I want.
I was under the impression that you are not super friendly with the orcs who reside in the streets above.
Orcs always try to come down here and stop Big Boss from getting crystals.
And why is that?
Orcs are mean.
I agree. Perhaps there is something that we can do for each other. If you are being harassed by the orcs, maybe there's something that we can do to help stop that.
I'm listening.
Simply, we are a group of adventurers who have just wandered back to High Pass and are displeased by what we see. And perhaps someone as knowledgeable, intelligent, and as powerful as you are.
He sticks out his chest and his
You do
wings like
people.
flap a little bit.
I noticeably cringe.
Yeah, just smile, just...
Would help
Aaron is
us
throwing up in his mouth a little.
would help us be able to gain the advantage over these orcish invaders.
Orcs are strong.
But you are intelligent.
I am intelligent, aren't I? Meagle says, very intelligent, Big Boss. Very intelligent.
Is Arendelle near me or is he far away? Perhaps we can come to some sort of alliance between us two.
I am smart. I am strong, Big Boss.
That is why you
Sure.
are the big boss.
What's the plan?
Tell me, who orders the orcs to come down and steal your crystals?
He looks over around. He's like, "Who tells the orcs this?" They start just like yapping in kobold a little bit to each other. They say their big boss hasn't come out, and the other one is by the arena all the time.
Okay, so you're the
Perhaps
kobold.
if we kill him,
Confirm.
then we can draw out the big boss of the orcs.
Akel's not been to High Pass for a little while.
True, but if he were to hear his second in command were abruptly murdered, he might...
Good luck
wish
getting to him.
investigate.
Second in command is very protected.
Let me clarify something, Karma. Aghel just doesn't come out very often from the castle, right? From the citadel,
So he's here in High Pass, he's just in the castle.
apparently.
This is tremendous.
How well do you know these tunnels down here?
Big Boss, really smart. I know these tunnels very well, don't we? Yes, Big Boss.
We need to do some reconnaissance, but perhaps you could help us get to different areas of the city. And if we need to disappear for a little bit, perhaps the big boss would be a gracious host to us in exchange for a favor.
What favor?
I leave it up for you to decide. Because perhaps the big boss will need something again, or will need something someday, and he'll have a group of adventurers in his debt. If we
Big
need a place
Boss
to
like
hide.
shinies,
We can
like
certainly-
those stones. I hear there's a big stone in the keep.
Do you know a way into the keep?
Do we know a way into the keep? Victoria rolls a d20. You could roll with inspiration if you have it.
I don't.
Can somebody else expend an inspiration for this?
Natural 20!
There's a secret way back there to the cliffs. There's a sewer back there. Even the rich people need to shit.
Very well. Then perhaps we need to do some reconnaissance of our own and prepare. But perhaps when the time comes, you would be able to lead us to this back door.
For a favor?
For a favor. Or shiny, whatever you choose. We can come to some sort of agreement.
There's the least I can do for the Ghost Slayers. Much better name than Wayfarers or Wanderers.
We'll have to workshop it.
So we could get to different parts of the city, and if we needed to escape back, we
Yeah.
would have a guide.
We can also get into the castle.
Yes, the back way, the underway, the ugly way.
Not right now, maybe after we level up a bit.
What are you, a child?
Everybody makes a con save as it's almost 8 o'clock.
There.
Maybe take a stack of exhaustion
Okay.
because it's late.
What's the wizard fail the con save? That would be such a shock.
It is a DC 10 con save, we'll say.
Okay, 15.
Wow, look at that. The wizard failed the con save.
Arendelle, you feel like, your heart starts to beat a little faster. You haven't meditated in a while.
Can
You
we
touch
go
back
now?
in at your memories of the past lives or the lives of the elves, right?
I think it's time for us to leave.
Yes, please.
I risk not growing any tired.
Back to the Thanos, I think.
Yeah,
So
I'll
tired.
bow deeply,
Don't judge
All
my
it-
vocabulary, wizard.
court ways to the big boss as we leave.
Doesn't take a wizard to know vocabulary. Come on.
You guys look at Victoria. She seems to be handling herself pretty well in front of Big Boss. Karma, she has an etiquette of the court with her, right? Even
Karma?
though Karma notices this.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know she
Karma-
had court etiquette.
Karma would give a curtsy as she leaves too.
Cool. Yeah, and it's just like what I said. If you guys are in danger or something like that, you guys now have them as an ally, right?
Hell yeah.
And we are heading back. I'm at about Big Boss takes you to the sewer pipes. He sends a few kobolds with you, and they take you out by the manholes there as they try to they kind of look out a little bit to make sure nobody notices them, and they slip off the manhole and they say go, and then you guys go out. It's kind of like you're doing something bad. You get that feeling, and you're like, but as soon as you nobody's looking, it's not illegal if no one sees you do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool. Let's load it up.
It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to be invisible, so you just close your eyes and walk past
Yeah.
whatever you're trying to get away with.
Works
Whenever
every time.
you're a kid at night trying to sneak something out of the fridge, but you don't want to wake your parents up.
Close your eyes and you're invisible.
If you can't see them, they can't see you either.
Exactly.
We are inside of the shop you guys go up and knock on the door of the shopkeep, right? Of the tanner. It's like a basic tanner. My dog is itching at the door because he wants more food or something. He's scratching, so he's going to be pissed at me.
Magic
What's
killer
that,
dog.
Scratch?
Before
What's
we
that, Scratch? You remember?
before we approach the tanner and talk to him, I'm just gonna kind of put a hand on Arendelle's shoulder. Perhaps a little tact and sympathy.
Tact I can do, sympathy I don't care for. I need to
What,
know the truth.
what is the time
And
currently?
that's 8:30-ish.
Perhaps Hama Vena should lead this delicate conversation.
Are you asking if I can tell people that their loved ones have died?
I already told him his loved one was dead.
It's kind of my whole thing.
Hama, if you could take the lead on this, and I'm gonna give Hama the
please.
ring. I think I still have it.
I think I was
Wow.
kind because I know I'm pretty.
Who took the necklace thing?
I did.
Right.
I did.
The necklace is what the tanner was looking for because Victoria took the other piece of the necklace that he gave or something, or Arendelle did, I think, too.
I think Arendelle's both.
Has both of them.
I just had the necklace. I didn't pick.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the tanner
The
gave you
tanner
proof
gave
or
it to
something, right? He either gave it to Kazan or Arendelle.
Oh yeah, the thing that
Yeah,
he
it was
gave
two.
me. Yeah, I have both of the necklaces.
As Arendelle, you look over both of them now. One is you recognize a symbol of. It'd be like looking in modern day. It would be like you see a symbol of the cross. It's a religious symbol. And Karma, you look over and you see and notice this too. And you pointed out to Arendelle. One is a symbol of Komis. Essentially like the god of gods or the god of good. And the other one is a symbol of his wife, Komita. And so this was the gift that they gave to each other, right?
Oh, how poetic and mundane. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, do it.
Wonderful.
So we're just gonna walk up like this. Like this.
Oh,
Like what? I am dapper. I have cleaned myself.
Yeah, but none of us are so fortunate.
All you need to do is ask. I'd
he
be
knew
more
he was
than
sending
willing
us
to
into the
clean.
sewer.
Asking is not my specialty.
Okay.
Would you?
Suffer.
Okay.
You said you
I
don't
actually
want to
just
ask.
shove his shoulder a little bit.
Oh,
I didn't remember the teller's name.
of course not.
It's him.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Very
I
impersonal.
remember.
Wait, hold on. Let me check my notes. His name is
I
Clifton.
think it was Clifton Ironheart or something.
Oh yeah,
Fireheart.
Clifton. Yeah.
Clifton
Fireheart.
Fireheart.
Fireheart, whatever. I don't know.
Arundel,
That's
Victoria,
right.
could either of you help me not smell of sewage?
I'll handle her clothes while Victoria gets the gunk out of her hair and boots.
Don't you also know the spell?
Of course I do. That's what I just said. I'm cleaning her clothes.
Oh, okay. I heard holding her clothes. Like, what's that gonna do?
I'm cleaning her clothes and making her smell very faintly of what's that one flower?
Sage.
Lilac and gooseberries.
Question of wild
Motherfucking
search.
Witcher
here.
reference in this bitch.
Maybe.
What makes a wild search happen? Is it cantrips or spell slots or is it whatever?
It's
As-
anything.
Yes,
Secret
as
spells.
Arundel begins to cast a cantrip, he rolls a d20.
Yeah.
Watch me accidentally explode.
I do as well because I'm also casting prestidigitation.
So both of you roll d20s.
Turn
You
into a
roll
potted
one.
plant, so I have something nice to give him.
You took
13.
a
Benna, you have advantage on your next roll from Steve.
Ah, thank you, Steve.
That was almost a 1, but it hit a 13, fortunately. So we're good. You don't
You're
die.
lucky this time.
Because prestidigitation, just TPK.
Everyone
Oh my
dies.
God.
Why do we keep tempting it though?
Because it's fun.
It's funner. It's funner.
It's gonna
Come on.
happen once.
It's
You
like
think I'm going
playing
to
Russian
obey
roulette,
you?
dude.
Except instead of 8 chambers, or 6 chambers, it's 20. So, I mean,
Should that be our name? Like,
significantly lower
twist-
chance.
Karma, are you
Twisted Fates.
walking in alone or?
Definitely
that's
leaving
what she
Arundel
said.
outside.
Yes.
Oh, boo.
Definitely leaving Gazan outside.
Yes.
Does anybody want to? Can
Um,
anybody help me out, or
What?
so I can go in there too?
I will cast on Venna.
Don't. Yeah. Thank you.
Not a damn wash.
15.
What's going on? You're casting Cure Wounds or something?
I'm cleaning up Venna
Oh.
prestidigitation.
Make me not smell
Okay.
like poop, so I can go
As
in
you
there.
guys clean each other off, it's okay. You guys could just do it in one spell. It's sick. You don't need to roll it every time. Now, if Karma's down there trying to incinerate the whole fucking thing down there, well, now he's got to make a lot of rolls. He's got to make, like, I'd probably say 3 or 4 rolls to do it all. You guys bang on the door to the tanner's place. Bang, 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 and the door rattles a little bit. He doesn't answer right away. You hear him, like, kind of get up, and he opens the door. He's like, oh, you're back.
Sorry, sir, to disturb you at this late of hour, but may we come in?
Of course. Did you find any news?
Yes.
We did.
He shuts the door.
Yeah.
So you guys go
I'm
into
standing
his
outside. I'm just
Yeah, I
keeping
think-
look.
Victoria,
They're
Arundel, and
outside,
Gazan
or-
are outside.
Okay.
Karma will shut the door with a sigh.
So we have Karma and Venna inside, correct?
Aunt Victoria too, or no?
Victoria's outside.
Now that they're in there, can we go somewhere else?
Well, let me go with Karma and Venna for now, as you guys are talking with the tanner.
Gotta wait for the others.
We come with news of your wife, whom we were sent to retreat. However, the news is not as grand as you'd hope.
She's alive?
No.
Now, wait. Did I take the necklace from Aaron? I took the
Yeah,
necklace from
right.
Aaron.
I already gave it to Karma.
Oh,
That's
Karma, okay.
Snort Arundel is why you're outside.
She.
Does this look familiar?
Just show her his.
Venna, as you hand him over the necklace of, Comey's, right? He takes his one of Comita, which was they kind of gift each other, the same thing. So it's kind of like the necklaces that you put together, kind of,
Best friend necklaces.
Yeah, like a best friend necklace. It's kind of something like that. It's made of silver, and he's like, Did you find her alive?
We did not. All we retrieved was this pendant and the ring. We don't know if it belonged to her or not.
I'm
gonna produce the ring.
He's just kind of like in a state of shock. He's like, these fucking orcs would do something. My wife, she might still be alive. You sure?
We did not find her on our excursion into the sewers. We did encounter a giant slime when we were down there.
A slime?
Yeah.
I wonder why the sewers are all backed up. God damn it.
We took care of it.
This place is falling apart. There's nothing here but death.
I find it hard to disagree with you on that point. I'm sorry we cannot return with greater news.
I'm just gonna have my hand on his shoulder for support.
He's just like very distant and like almost like a disbelief, Venna, as you try to comfort him a little bit. He doesn't know who you are. You're like a complete stranger, and he just looks down at the floor but then he occasionally looks at the necklace with his worn hands. He's a tanner. He works hard for his living. He works with his hands, with leather straps.
Karma's gonna hit him with her creed. While
What do you
he's
say?
mourning.
You just hear outside muffled, "Your wife dead, lol."
No. Death is a part of life. Fear it not, evade it not, view it not as evil. To fear death delivers you into the arms of those who can bring death down upon you. Die with dignity, neither raging nor seeking to embrace undeath. Do honor to the dead, for their strivings in life brought Zen to where it is now. And to forget them is to forget where we are now and why.
Make a roll of some kind.
Imagine having to read your own scripture.
I'll make a religion roll.
It was good.
7.
Things weren't always this way, you know?
When did they start to change?
People going missing, the orcs, the death like you speak of. And it doesn't have to be that way. My wife could still be alive. Now at night I can't barely sleep sometimes because of screaming.
If there was some way for us just to take it all away, we would. Trust us.
What does the screaming sound?
You haven't heard it?
I may have.
It's the sound of those damnable orcs doing whatever the fuck they want. Not giving a shit. Just like the sewers and my wife missing. People are going missing all the time. You're the first people that ever even came by cared about it. I appreciate your words of comfort, priest. He just lets out a deep sigh.
Don't do anything that's going to get yourself.
I won't. I've survived the Great War. I can survive this.
If you do go into the sewers, there are some kobolds down there.
Kobolds?
They're peaceful.
Friendly.
Really?
They despise the orcs as much as you and I.
I'm a
They have
simple Tana. I can't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't want you to get any crazy ideas, so I'm warning. They have traps set up down there for the orcs. We searched everywhere in their sewers and found them.
You see a tear come, down his eyes. You start like rambling about some plan.
I found the bones.
Motherfucker.
Why don't you come with us to the tavern? We'll buy you a drink.
You can tell us more about your wife. Days you guys enjoyed together.
Not tonight. It's not what you would want. I'll say a prayer for her, though, and hopefully the gods will listen someday. You can swing by tomorrow. You look like you need some rest. Everybody makes a con save or takes a stack of exhaustion as we push into the wee hours of the night.
Okay.
The DC is now 11.
11.
You pass.
Damn, a 10.
Every hour it goes up. Arendelle has 2 stacks. As your stacks of exhaustion go up, the spell save DC also is reduced by each stack.
I think as Karma and Venna come out, Victoria's like standing by the door, like she's been listening to this conversation.
Eavesdropping.
Looks
We're done.
I have this time to retire.
Thanks.
Suddenly, Gassan just shoots up and he looks back. Oh, well, she looks back. What happened down there? What happened to the sewers?
What?
What happened to the slime? I look at my hand.
She's having a stroke. Hey, hey.
Are you
I'm just
alright?
snapping it in front of our eyes.
I think Kazan really needs rest.
I did that.
You did.
My power. That was my own power?
What? Oh.
That's right.
I'm so happy that you made your grand revelation that you don't need a god to be powerful. Wonderful. Can we go now?
Arendelle, I swear to God.
I am so tired.
What did you say, Arendelle?
What? You don't need the gods to be powerful?
Gassan just looks baffled at herself.
Does this give you hope, Gazan?
Wonderful self-discovery.
I feel rejuvenated.
I feel tired. Can we go?
Can you still, as we, I think we're
What
starting to
feels
walk and talk.
pissed?
Gazan,
Do you
do
guys
still-
want to go to the inn, or are we going back to Lord Corrin's estate?
I think he's
His estate, because he has
Estate.
baths.
As we're walking, goes Gazan. Gazan, do you feel like you need that pendant back? I'm not sure if you really need it.
It would be nice to keep a souvenir. I would like some... Do you know where I can find paint? Something blue, maybe.
Find something.
Thank you.
Oh, never going into a sewer. Back now.
Well, unless we want to go to Big Boss sometime.
I don't have to go.
We probably should not utter his name here.
It's true.
Oh, tight.
What should we call him? Big B? BB?
This is BB.
BB's
BB.
fine.
Sewer rat.
That could also work. He's not a rat, but I guess you could make that distinction.
He's the rat equivalent of a draconic being, so yes, he quite literally is a rat.
Okay, so if I was small, I would also be a rat?
Yes.
What am I now, then? A big oaf? Just
A
another
capybara.
monstrosity? Racist scum?
Individualist, actually.
Yeah, either before we went down the sewers or like on our way back, can I just stop by just a store? I meant to buy oil, and I think I just forgot to say it.
You go
Where's the
by,
way?
you kind of take a little detour to swing by the Velvet Journey. It's
Sure.
closed. You have to come back tomorrow, I guess.
What were you trying to buy, Victoria?
I meant to pick up flasks of oil, and with everything that happened, I just forgot.
How many did you need?
How much is oil usually? Like, I don't know, liter, half a liter?
Oh boy.
How much? What's like a normal quantity of oil to purchase?
It's from you're talking about oil that's flask. It
6
is
ounces,
1
I think.
pint.
6 ounces, yeah.
Honestly, now that you mention it, a compass would be nice once we are down below the surface.
That's true. We should keep an eye out for one. Just a couple pints. I figure with all the stuff that we've been needing to burn lately, it'd be nice to have some.
Couldn't agree more. Speaking of burning things, don't we have a manor?
Well, what was that?
What?
We're on our way.
Good question.
What
You know
is
that-
it, your perfect body?
This perfect body, as you keep bringing up for some reason, requires some
You actually brought it
restoration.
up.
Yes, but you keep reviving the conversation once it died about a day ago.
I'm good with dead things.
Wonderful. Now, are you capable of restoration?
I am.
Would you be ever so gracious enough to provide me some of that? Because I am so tired.
Suppose.
Thank you.
There's a bit of a ritual that goes along with it, though.
Beg pardon?
Yes, you need to do part of a ritual. Are you willing to participate in this?
What do I need to kill?
No, you need to hop on one foot and rub your tummy at the same time.
I'd rather stab my foot.
Do you want to feel more invigorated or not?
Gazan will like try and do that, but she just cannot do it.
I absolutely refuse to belittle myself any further in front of you.
How do you supposed to? Huh?
It's part of the ritual.
No, it's not. You're trying to insult me.
Yes. Come here, Arendelle. And I'll rub his head and I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
You ass! No! Make it a D4!
No, 1. I like the 1.
As he
Fuck
touches
you!
you, you guys approach the manor of House Dorrington, and the guard up there says, "Oi there! Who goes?
Shut up and let us in.
It's Gazan and her pals.
Pals?
The comrades we're adventuring.
You know, the Wayfarers.
We're in service of your lord. Please let us in.
Did Lord Corn say anything about this?"
Yes, we're
I
allowed
think
to
that's
room
one of
here
his
tonight.
slaves. One of the other guards up there says, all right, Gazan, if they act up, it's on you.
Yes, that is the...
Oh.
It'll be a whipping.
He hears that. Arendelle hears that, and there's just a slight grin. Just a very minor one.
He smiles?
Of course not. I believe you're still having that stroke familiar. Might want to see someone about that.
What are you talking about?
Yes.
Explain yourself!
I see no need to do that. I'm going to bed. After a nice long bath.
As you guys kind of
True.
come into the foyer, you're known to like wait in like a waiting room where the statues are at, right? What do you guys do as you're waiting for the head slave to kind of take you around to your quarters?
I am in the need of a drink. A very strong drink.
I probably ran out. Oh, actually, I have 1 bottle, I think.
Oh, actually,
Concentrated wolfsbane's rather strong.
I'm gonna turn. Is this the person that's waiting on us? Is that Lydia? Or is this someone else?
Her name is Faradia.
Faradia. Oh, is her name Faradia?
Yeah, I'll link her name in the chat.
Okay, so not
Just
Lydia,
kinda-
Faradia.
Fidia.
Okay.
Yeah. Lydia.
Yeah, Fidia, or something like that.
Lydia, the pack mule?
I summoned you guys to where you are. Like, you're in like a waiting area, right? You come in through the main area, and like you're in a waiting area. And Gazan, you're known to like wait here before the slave like kind of takes you around, right?
Okay.
And maybe in your curiosity, you kind of freak through the door. The guy who usually is supposed to be here, like the head guard or whatever, he's on break or whatever, right? As people are going to sleep, night is starting to happen. The streets aren't probably that safe at night. Imagine, a place where the cops just don't give a shit, right?
Chicago.
I live there.
Chicago.
Shreveport, LA.
Just places
There
like
you
that
go.
where the cops just have something better to do, like drink and pick fights and, push people around. Kind of like where a bunch of orcs or the police force, right?
I'm just gonna sit down and like put my back against the door and like look back at the others. It might be a little bit.
I just wave my hand out in front of me, and my book materializes as I begin to transmute.
I have a meeting here tomorrow, so I gotta put in a good face,
Don't think you can change your face.
Ardia comes up to the entranceway and starts to escort you to your rooms unless you guys want to do anything else. Looks over at Gazan.
I got a bottle.
You got a bottle of what, Gazan?
It'll probably just be mead. Just some...
Gazan like
Cheap
just
mead.
kind of tries to show you a little bit. She says, Gazan, you're not supposed to have any of that. As he just like peeks it out of the bag to just try to show you, Victoria.
Perhaps something a little bit stronger than
Can't help you there.
Slaves aren't allowed to drink.
meant for the
Or
Lord's
us.
store. Very well. Right.
You have a library here.
It's off limits.
That answers my question. Yes, you do have a library. Thank you.
I think once we're like led to our rooms, Victoria's gonna at some point try to
She's tried to so she escorts you guys to your rooms, and each of you is given a room. We have the model here, but I don't know if we have all the rooms, but it's okay. It's theater of the mind, right? Like, this is a large manor. It's 2 stories with, winding bookshelves, artwork. If you actually look at the entranceway here as you come in, you see like vast amounts of artwork, opulence, a fireplace, chandeliers and things that have been lit. I'll actually change the lighting a little bit. It's probably a little brighter in here. Just something like, it's hard to do. So something like that. As you can see, like the paintings, there's swords. Lord Corrin is, he shows off his wealth, to people to do it. It's in a way too, to also show off his power.
Karma is going to go to her room.
Yeah. Everybody's in their room, I'm saying. And if you want to be rooming with someone, that's up to you. If you want to be by yourself, that's up to you too.
Is there a window in Karma's room?
Yes.
I'm going to break the locks on the window.
The window is not it's just probably like a simple lock where you just kind of, from the inside, it's easy. Like, you undo it and then you push open the window, and it's
I'm
the
going to
fresh
break
air
that
kind of
lock
comes in.
and just kind of set it in place.
Maybe just detach it with a sigil, cut it off.
I think by lock he means it's just one of those things that closes and then you
Yeah,
just
it's
got
just a little hook.
A
now
regular
it doesn't
window.
close anymore.
Now it doesn't secure anymore.
I just asked Victoria if maybe she wants to bunk together.
I can show you the way to the shitter.
The what?
The shitter.
I don't need to shit. I need to bathe.
I shouldn't tell you to walk around here at night. It could be bad
Then,
for both of us.
then don't tell me. Direct me.
Gosh, it's down there. Right side door, second hand? I'm not sure. I don't have a keen visual mind.
There's quite a few bathrooms here, Kazan. Like, there's one on every floor, and there might be more than one, right? There's like, this house is like a living, breathing thing. Like, there's people moving around. Like, a lot of people live here. It's not like an apartment where like one person's there or like 2 people. There's like dozens of people here. And Kazan, you kind of like, look around, make sure nobody's kind of doing it. You take a check. Are you taking Arundel to a bath, place where he can bathe?
Yeah, I'm escorting him.
Roll a d20 to see if someone spots you
Okay.
walking around unescorted.
Okay, 20.
You successfully take him to the bath, and it's pretty soothing, I guess, Arundel, as you like pour it in. How does Arundel take a bath with his perfect body?
So, okay. I see this is about to be a thing. Is this one of those like actual bowls where you have to pour the water in, or is this a legitimate tub? Like, I know there's pipes in the sewers, but does this place have plumbing?
There is plumbing, and there is you turn it on, like the faucet a little bit, and the water comes out. It's like, you hear like a backup of the pipes and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like like something's wrong, like something's backed up in the sewer, and a little bit of like dirty water comes out, and then like some clean water starts to come out, right?
Oh, I guess what the Hannah said is true. Good thing we killed that thing. Alright. I'll begin to take off and disrobe. And the towels in here?
Just kidding.
There is some towels in here. The bathroom must be kept pretty well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the slaves must clean it.
Yep.
Frequently.
Right. I'll take a towel with me and just drape it over the side of the tub, and I'll just fill it up, stop the water, and just sink into it.
Feels pretty good. The water is not like crystal clear, right? It's like well water. It's like mineraled, in a way. There's the water itself too is not incredibly hot because there's no boilers or anything like that, right?
Arendel's one of those freaks that likes cold showers. Don't worry.
Very cold. Hey man, it's just shrinkage. It's no big deal.
He's just gonna sit in there for maybe about 15 minutes and just kind of scrub, try to get all the grime out of his skin.
What are you thinking about?
Ways to kill the guy upstairs.
Any thoughts come to mind?
Well, he has a few magic items that he could utilize at this very moment, actually. One that would be rather effective, but quite loud.
And
You're naked,
unexplained.
though. Yeah.
I have a bowl.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah. Nobody would know it.
I am in a full tub of water, remember? I could very easily just...
Are you bathing in the elemental right now?
No.
No, we might strangle someone with
Are
bath
you-
water.
You standing outside the door. Go somewhere!
He's listening.
Gazan wants a peek of that perfect body.
The shrinkage.
Nah. I left. I definitely left.
Wonderful.
See how much those soap duds can really cover.
But in reality, he's going to be thinking about whether or not he's going to use the eye stalk or not, because that's a pretty valuable magic item, and they want him to use such a thing just to put a man to sleep, when instead he could be using it to put a beast or some kind of monster to sleep. But no, they want him to use it on some goblin of a man.
You still have the option to turn it into a wand.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to do, but they wanted me to use it immediately, which is what's bringing some concern, because if he doesn't do it, I mean...
We have a few choices right now.
Let's go back to Karma real quick. Is he pry opens the thing to the window, right? You set it off on the counter to the side. What do you do, Karma?
Nice to always have it back. What she says to herself. Karma's gonna do some snooping around the castle.
I'm like snoop around a little bit.
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna do some snooping.
Okay, let's get back to you. We'll get back to you on that, as it might lead to more complex issues. Venna and Victoria are in the room. What are you guys doing?
Are you particularly tired? Are you tired?
Not really, and actually, wasn't really planning to stay here. Why?
Because I was thinking the same thing.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know if we could go and explore a little.
Actually,
Maybe we could find that booze.
I was actually hoping to find some gunpowder. I think I know where he might keep it.
Well, I could go with you as a backup, so you're not alone.
Let's go. And we
I'm
step,
not-
we come outside the same time Corba does, and just
Just
Madman.
are you going
Oh,
to just slaughter him
apologies.
in his sleep too?
Mad women.
actually I had a different idea. I don't really want to buy oil when I can steal something potentially more explosive for free.
Oh, I like that plan better. Let's go.
I have one little thing, but I don't know if it will work. Are we able to get any of those poisonous mushrooms from Kazan and put them in their drink? Because even if
The son was taking a bath. I'm sure we can steal some of his stuff.
because if you eat it, right, or would you rather just stab them? Would you just rather do?
Well, I don't know. Would he have like a taster? I don't want to like poison some sad sap. You know?
I'll follow you guys. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, the problem is, then everyone just gets sold back to the guild.
Yeah. I'm just following you, Victoria. Let's see what you come up with.
Victoria's gonna try to. I know she's like full on ninja stealthing, but she's gonna try to find the storage room where she thinks she might be able to find either oil or gunpowder.
So this is what I've done. I've put out the map.
Okay.
It is late, so like you do hear there is life in the house. Like there's music being played. There are people talking around. This place is not empty. Like there's dozens of people here, and you are a guest, in a way, but you could just be one of the random people fitting in here too. It's unknown how other people will perceive you in the house. And so there's the bedrooms right here on the second floor. There's two of them. I've put Arundel in the bathroom on the second floor as well. Gazana's standing outside the bathroom. So we have Karma, Venna, and Victoria outside. Let me switch
You
over.
little pervert.
I did say I was leaving, but yeah. I escorted you and I left again.
So do you want me to go back to... I'll go back to Arundel and these guys, as you guys are kind of discussing things in the hallway. Before we go back to Arundel, like you hear there's like an open room this way, right? Across the way. Like you came in through the big hallway. You see this giant chandelier as you've come up the hallway here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hide her. Just as a test, we'll have Victoria roll a d20. She rolls an 18 or higher. The head slave notices you outside of your quarters.
An 18 or higher? Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to roll low.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The one.
Oh! That's a 4.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you so the guy is not there, but as you continue to move throughout the manor, maybe the head slave spots you, right? And it's like you're out of place kind of thing. Let me go back to Arundel and Kazan. It's been about 10 minutes.
Well, I would definitely have been back in my room again then.
Sure, let's go back to Kazan. You're in your room. What's going on, Kazan? What are you thinking?
I guess I'm just face planting on the bed and trying to fall asleep just immediately. Not a care in the world.
All right, let me see if I can find a room for you. As you're walking back, though, you see the ladies are out. The ladies are out here, right? And what do you do?
Oh, Lord.
And I keep walking.
Girl party.
Let me see if I can find a bedroom.
Everybody knows when women gather in one place, someone dies.
Karma will nudge Victoria. Maybe she knows.
Gazan, you actually stay in the slave quarters, right? You don't stay in like a real nice room. And the way to the slave quarters is through the party that's out here. So you guys see Gazan approach you. What do you guys do?
I just walk past them, just casually.
Oh, Kazan, would you happen to know where they store
Linens.
linens? Actually, yes. I think I need another blanket.
Linens.
Well-
What is that?
It's like a bed sheet or but never mind.
Are you in
Blanket,
need?
pillow, something like that.
Are you in need of that? Maybe I have something in my room.
Oh, it's all right. What are you planning to do tonight, Kazan?
Go to sleep. I guess we're all kind of tired. I would
You
have
sleep
liked to
alone?
take the bath, but Arundel's is using.
Do you sleep alone?
Yeah, always have.
Maybe you should find some company tonight.
We shouldn't even
Let's.
be out
I'm
here.
going to clarify. Gazan does not sleep alone. He sleeps with the rest of the
Oh, yeah,
servants / slaves, and basically like bunk beds.
All right.
We shouldn't even be out here.
We're just stretching our leg. We'll be right back.
I hope you got a good excuse once the headmistress comes around.
Think of something.
Good. Sleep well,
Gazan,
everyone.
I'll show you where you're at, Gazan. This is the room of where the slaves are at. Let me see what's down below. So I'm kind of curious myself. So there is he goes through this doorway here, and Gazan, you have like there's a stairway that goes up, and it looks like there's a stairway that goes down. I don't know what goes down, but up here is the slave quarters, and you see a few slave boys up here sleeping in these beds. They're like little cots, right? Awesome, right? Epic D&D.
You mean you didn't make this map yourself? Gasp!
I'm going to put you here though. I know I made the boys. The guys are here in the bed, so I just put you kind of here in this bed of yours. Like there's no chest or anything like that, Gazan. There are if you look across though, there are some linens and some plates and things like that, like stuff that servants would use, right? And there are some bed rolls and things like that too in here. But there's no chest right at the end of the bed or anything like that, like you normally would have in an inn, because you're not meant to have any possessions.
Yep.
The two boys in there are snoring. They must be like one maybe is 8, one's maybe a little bit older, maybe 12.
Okay.
Let's go back outside to let's go to Arundel. Arundel, you're in the bath. What happens? It's been about 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, at that point he'd be out of the bath and drying off. And after he dries off, before he puts anything on, he's just gonna reach into his bag and pull out one of those beads of force that I think Victoria found, or was it?
You found it.
No, I mean Venna
Pocket.
found
Yeah.
found the bowl with the things in it. I just took them.
Yes.
As you do.
Yes.
It's like the bead of force is almost like a fish egg. It's a little squishy. It's got a little bit of give to it.
As I put my clothes on, I'm gonna leave all of my items that I would normally keep in my bag in there, but I'm gonna keep one of those
In the
beads
bathroom.
in my pocket.
You keep them in the bathroom or in your bed?
In my in my bedroom, but I brought my all right. So while I'm in my room, I'm just we're having a plan tonight, so just to be safe, gonna have my ice stalk with me, and the bead of force is just gonna be in my pocket.
You have an eye stalk and a bead of force.
Yes.
Okay. And nothing else.
I mean, I have my clothes, obviously.
Okay.
But
Let's go
all
in
my
the hall
weapons,
naked.
my weapons stay. My spell book's always with me because it's bound to me. But that's all I'm taking.
Yes. Victoria. I'm sorry. Yes. Victoria rolls a 2d4 for being blessed by Steve.
Ooh, what does that do?
Remember that adds a temp HP to you.
I have so much HP.
Well, as in this temp HP, I will allow it to stack.
How dare Steve give someone
Five.
else temp
You
HP?
get 5 temp HP that stacks onto your thing.
That temp HP hole.
Okay, so we're back out in kind of the top floor as you guys look out to, the grand, entranceway here. You see the fireplace. There's a rug in front of the fireplace, and there's a grand chandelier, mirrors in the way that you came in. The guard that would normally be posted there during the day must be off duty. You hear people singing, music being played. Must be something going on or something being prepared, perhaps. What do you guys do?
Victoria wants to try to find oil or gunpowder.
I was gonna ask Victoria, maybe
Move your model.
you lead the way and see if you can remember where
Was I
things
roll-
are here.
I rolled earlier about where the storage room would be.
Oh,
and I got
right.
15.
This
So
bathroom looks like a bedroom.
It does.
I will. Yeah, I put you in. I don't have you in a bedroom. There's not that many bedrooms here. I mean, technically, I guess you'd probably. Let me take a look here.
Oh, damn, guess I gotta sleep with the ladies.
Yes, you got to sleep with probably in this real
Wonderful.
bedroom.
Oh, damn.
Wonderful. I'm so
Sleep on
I'm
the
trying to
floor.
think where you would go for storage. I'm just looking around the map a little bit. You think to yourself, maybe downstairs. There's places down there, maybe? You kind of are trying to remember something from 10 years ago or
Yeah.
15 years ago.
My thought process is that where you would store flammable materials like that probably doesn't change too much. So, but Victoria's going to try to find either gunpowder, oil, or very potent alcohol, just something flammable.
Would
Yeah,
I
might
need to
be
make
here.
any? Would I need to make any rolls if I'm just walking back to my room?
No.
No. Alright, well, I'll just shift click then. Shift click.
But so what happens is you walk by the ladies, fresh and squeaky clean with your clothes on.
My hair's literally sparkling a little bit because I don't dry it completely as the air dry. Evening, ladies. What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Why are you asking
Nothing.
questions?
I'm
Why are you
doing
being
nothing.
Why are you being suspicious, Arendelle?
Do you want to do something?
There's
Wait,
many
are you-
things I wish to do.
Are you doing nothing or are you doing nothing?
What? You just said the same thing twice.
You never got grounded as a child, did you?
Why would I be grounded? I'm an only child.
Do we see the eye stalk hanging out of his pocket?
It's not hanging out. It's in there, and it kind of looks like a bulge.
Oh God, that bath time was exciting.
Poor
No, it
Victoria.
wasn't. Why would it be exciting? Oh, ha! Funny, so fun. No,
You're excited to sleep in the same room.
God, strike me down.
But we just watched Gazan come from that same direction.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
There you go. I got you in the room now, Arendelle.
What are you insinuating?
I just popped my head back out the door.
just raid the fuck out of him.
1 second, where am I? There it is. Shift. I popped my head back out the door, and before I actually close it, I'm just gonna be like, ladies, do be sure to wake me up. Cough, cough. Whenever we're ready to go. Cough, cough.
Wake up.
Are you?
We're obviously.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Close the door behind me.
I would like to find some gunpowder.
Why are you looking for what?
Because I
What
just
happened?
because I had an idea of how to take out the trash.
Victoria.
Hmm?
Perhaps Matilda could help you find it.
The dog.
Alright, I'm gonna duck back into the room real quick and resummon her.
Okay.
Please be something good. Please be something good. Go on, Matilda. Dove. Be a dove.
Frog.
She's a fucking duck.
I got her out.
Just a duck.
Roll a d20 though, because you cast magic, right?
Watch her room just explode.
Getting
I like
close.
how I keep saying it's going to explode, but that's only like a 1 in 100 chance of what's going to happen.
We don't know what's gonna happen. Well, the two.
What is that fear?
Wonderful.
The fear of like a dog somewhere is just staring at you?
Oh, I know what that is. Hold on.
I'm gonna say that what you guys see is everybody. I'm gonna have them. One of the guards outside announces that someone is here.
Anatidaphobia.
What is that? Fear of
Fear
something?
Thank you, Carva. The chip
fear-
was needed.
Anatidaphobia is the fear of a duck that might be watching you.
Specific.
So apparently the guards outside are announcing that someone is here. And what do you guys do?
Just announcing
Well-
someone's here, or they said somebody specifically.
I'm
They
starting
say
to
someone
think
is
this-
here. So they're calling
Sorry.
for the head, person to come escort this person, right?
Starting to think this is not a good idea to do tonight. Too many people.
I'm gonna go back into the room real quick, and I'm going
Okay.
to send Matilda on a scavenger hunt.
Okay, so Victoria goes back into her room like this, and Matilda is outside. You have control of Matilda.
Mhm.
Venna and Karma are still outside, right?
Come get me whenever you actually plan on doing something.
As you say that, the duck just.
I just picture a duck waddling around, just kind of like aimlessly.
Flies
not
around
really.
onto the chandelier.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Karma, what is Karma and Venna doing?
Karma, where should we head out, or should we wait?
Do you want to go see who just arrived?
Yeah, let's blend in with the others and see who just got announced.
Can we do that
Huh.
thing that kids do when they look through like the banisters of a staircase?
Yeah, you guys try
Like
to hide
from
a little
like an
bit.
upper deck?
Also, yeah, Matilda is searching for where I think the storage unit is with the distraction of whoever just came in. So, like, since I'm assuming everyone's coming to this location to see, so she's going to be taking this opportunity to look around.
I'm just describing what's happened, and you kind of have to go with it a little bit.
Yes,
So the headmistress now comes out, and you two have to make stealth rolls versus her perception.
Make which one?
What?
Sorry, stealth.
Yes.
No, make an intimidation roll. Make her fear the idea of you being there.
Make her fear the duck!
Ducks are scary whether you
I rolled a
succeed the roll or not.
17. My stealth is a +2, but I accidentally rolled survival.
Stevie in my chat really just wants me to kill Arendelle.
Beg pardon.
She
Sorcerer can never defeat
she
a
seems to
wizard.
be like kind of distracted and in a hurry. She comes over the door, and this mysterious figure comes through the door. I have him listed as no one, and she escorts him. She's like, this way, and she comes. And this guy, I'm gonna roll with him because you guys are trying to stealth too. He's much more. He seems like more aware of his surroundings, right? As he kind of just looks, he seems like he's cautious, trying to gauge the situation. And I make a perception roll versus your stealth roll. Who rolled the lowest on the stealth? Looks like a 12.
I did 12.
Wait. He like notices you, Venna. He also notices Karma as well. And Matilda makes a stealth roll now too on the steps of the stairways. So I would have rolled it with her. And I rolled the first roll, but I'll be a nice guy. I'll roll it with this guy again, the no one guy. He rolls a 16, so he still spots. He doesn't spot the other person up there, which is Karma, but he does spot Venna, and he notices Matilda on the stairways, and he taps the shoulder of Fardell and just says, and you just overhear him say, should there be a duck on the stairways? Quack, 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 quack.
And yeah, she's gonna go wee.
And she flies down the hallway. She's like, oh, I'll go get that. Lord Corn is waiting for you. And she like dashes off after Matilda, and this guy is like, you know where to go? And he leaves. He like goes through this doorway over here.
I take her on a wild goose chase.
So I take her stat block. You have to roll a check of some kind. I think it's
Okay.
acrobatics or athletics.
I mean, all the duck has to do is fly out of reach, right?
I mean, it's still found. Like she was trying to get it. You know, this is her way to like break away from the
Broom.
creature. Yeah,
Okay,
something like that.
some
You know,
kind
she
of dex
grabs a
check.
broom.
I get
So
plus
okay.
2 to dex, so.
So
Dex.
this is a best of 3. I rolled the first one.
All right. I got 18.
So you successfully
16,
get it. Now
16
this
plus
is yep. Roll the second one.
Oh, 7.
Not
Matilda immediately jumps like she like as you're controlling her, and this is not like a normal duck, right? This is something that's controlled. You immediately let's see where she can go. Now, unfortunately, Matilda can't open up any doors, right?
No doors in this hallway.
Well, there is. There's one on the right, but she's able to fly down, and she kind of flaps into, like, you notice maybe a room. There seems to be a guy in here over some papers, right? And some books. There's a fireplace in here. It appears to be some kind of a study. I mean, you see vials, things in here that maybe could be explosives. And you do remember your friend, you know, playing with it, and you sneak in right over here. And this guy seems to be pretty involved with his work, you know, and it sounds like probably a duck, which is just like those little squishy noises that they make with their little paddle, their little waddles.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna, if she loses it, she's like, oh fuck, one of the cooks must have lost it. And she like goes into the kitchen, and she starts, you hear her yelling in there.
What
do you
the
guys?
fuck? It's a duck.
I'm gonna go back to this guy, no one. He spotted you, but like Matilda seemed to take precedent. But Karma, he did notice Karma and Venna up there. But it didn't like, you guys are just standing outside the room, right? It didn't like throw off any alarm bells.
Let's get Arendelle to do the same thing Victoria did to follow that guy.
With I forget
Yeah.
what Arendelle has.
Like a chicken or something.
No, I don't.
I forget. Some type of poultry.
Yeah, let's go into this room.
We're gonna knock on Arendelle's door.
Arendelle, it's in the middle of the night, and 2 women come to your door.
Oh, damn it.
Do magic wizard.
Yes, what is it?
We need you. Wait, not that way.
I didn't think of it in that way.
We need you to use your little chicken thing to follow the mysterious stranger downstairs.
Karma's eyes, as she says little chicken thing, drift down a little bit, Arendelle.
These episodes have turned a lot more sensual recently.
It is what it is. There's bad
Ever
times.
since we were
and-
gonna do that to that guy in the bathroom,
Yeah.
it's just
Hey,
it's over.
I take it where you guys go.
Everest is not a chicken. He's an owl.
Even better.
A great
Hurry!
horned owl.
We don't have time to dispute poultry. Okay, do
We just-
it, wizard.
Need to just send it out.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know. He's mysterious and he's downstairs and he says he's going to go visit the Lord.
Downstairs
Then
where?
we can find out where the Lord is.
Oh my god. You're not
I don't-
giving me any directions. Where?
He walked away. We don't know where he went. He went down a hallway.
Which hallway?
That
Ah,
one.
That one.
We're gonna like point downstairs to the hallway.
Over there somewhere.
Fine, just get the hell out of my room.
You didn't know it precisely. You ran.
Yes, close the door after this leaves. I'm gonna say as I lay down on my bed, kind of like I'm in a coffin, as I cast, or not cast, but summon Everest.
Karma, do you think are we gonna follow, or are we just gonna should we go in our room and wait?
We
Or do we
should.
want-
In the middle of casting a spell, I will say this one last thing. I do recommend that one of you stay here in case someone were to come by.
No, we will totally make sure you're safe.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Do the thing.
I'm in the middle of, and before you can finish the sentence, his body goes limp, and then a spectral version of himself just kind of raises out of his body as it takes the form of an owl.
And I'll wait for the owl to fly away, and I'll shut the door.
Yes.
And then I'll look over at Vinna. Okay, we're not going to do what he just told us to do.
Okay.
And you just see the owl looking at you.
No, I wait for it to fly away. I wait for that to fly away.
Mhm.
All right. I feel like we need a plan B, Vinna. So I
Plan
broke
C
the
at this point.
I broke the lock on my window in my room in case we get kicked out of here and we need to get back in. I feel like we should do that for every window.
Just go break all the windows locks.
They can't repair them all. And we could just do some run by smash and grab, some like candlesticks,
Do you think that would be very loud?
Probably.
What the fuck?
We'd probably put lots of attention to all of these people that are walking around. And
Yeah. See, I didn't think it's not a good plan.
we could do it quietly, but I don't think it's gonna work without us being noticed.
We could do it quietly. We could.
Can you give me controls of the owl real quick?
We
Or
could
is it-
steal some of Gazan's clothes and pretend we're slaves and walk around the place and get a better feel for it.
I do like a good disguise. Do you think the clothes might be kind of big?
Probably, but I mean,
But there's a child sleeping in the room.
do any slave clothes fit right?
True. We could find some rope, or I have rope. Maybe we could just fashion it up, put a belt.
Yeah, and we could do some like little makeup-y stuff to make it look like we have brands on our face.
Can I say as Karma says it's not a good plan? Victoria comes like running out of her bedroom and comes running around the corner this way.
Well, we're still kind of doing stuff with so let's switch around a little bit. I want to go to Gazan. Gazan is in his room and your eyes are going to sleep and you hear the other two slave children in there, or slave boys, snoring a little bit. And their sleep is not, they're kind of restless, right? Troubled sleep. What are you thinking about Gazan as your eyes begin to doze off?
That since she no longer has to adhere to a god for her own power, she feels inspired to do something with her newfound energy. But what that will be, she will contemplate in her sleep.
Do you want to try to reach out to any figure in the world to draw your power to?
Nay,
Just to yourself?
indeed.
Selfish.
Quite so.
Let's go to Victoria as the bird is downstairs. You guys are really busting my balls with this one because this room is kind of complex.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to bust out my DM model so I can move around this place too and get at you.
Oh, God. God joined the server. All right.
God has joined the server. No, it just helps me when I'm navigating these maps that are pretty complex. So I can get down to Matilda. Matilda is downstairs. I'm back at Matilda.
Yeah.
You see this room. There's like a painting here. Books, scrolls are out. There's a man. He appears to be scribing things over. He is hooded, mysterious. And anyone who has books, Victoria, has money. For someone to even read in this age is rare. And even after the Great War, it's even rare. Everything is scribed over and handwritten. There's no printing press. Knowledge is sacred. Even having an open flame as the same room as a book is dangerous, as he has. There is a stairway as well. I'm going to say your bird makes it in. You did a really good job with the skill challenge. You've gone unnoticed for now. What do you do with Matilda?
I know how, and you make sure I'm not metagaming here. How well do I know the layout of this house?
Not very well. It's been such a long time. You're thinking about, there's a big, window here. It's a stained glass window. It looks outside into the night.
So that the room with the books, you mentioned something about flasks. Does it look like they're what I might be looking for?
You look over at the bookshelf here and there seems to be something, right? There seems to be things here, mortars, pedestals.
Okay. What I would like to do, and you DM tell me if this is feasible. Victoria's plan is to run out of her room this way.
What happens to Matilda?
So if I know the layout of the house, what my plan is.
Somewhat of you, so you know somewhat of the layout. It's like imagine you have this old childhood friend.
When I know
like,
these two staircases are connected.
Well, I'm just talking to you for a second. You have an old childhood friend, and you're trying to remember a detail about the house. You know general things, maybe where this room was, where this room was. This friend was close to you, and you kind of remember things, but things are not the way they were when you left them, right? You don't remember this. You remember this room kind of, but it's like imagine taking all the furniture out of the room. It doesn't look like the same room. It looks a lot bigger, right? And all the furniture has changed and it's different. You think that you used to play like a childhood game here with your friend a long time ago, but now everything is just different. And it's very hazy. You don't know where Lord Corrin has made his dozens of slaves shuffle God knows what around here. And as soon as you try to come back to your body, you hear everyone hears a whip crack as it kind of brings you out of your trance. The whip crack is, I'm going to move back over here.
Everest's head just kind of turns 175 degrees. He's like,
The whip crap comes from around, like, it comes from over this way, like down the hallway. It's unnoticeable. And you hear, like, Karma, you hear it? Like, Karma, you hear, like, you know that scream that you almost heard before with Adon? The scream of life being separated from death. You kind of feel that same thing. What do you do?
I'm going to roll a d20.
Sure. So it comes from where you guys are upstairs here, and Arendelle has the bird. It's coming from down here, right?
Karma's booking it down the staircase.
bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
Okay.
I got a bird.
So Karma starts to jet off. Now, Arendelle was told to take the bird. See, this is what happens is you guys start to split the party. You know, we have to run all these separate storylines. Karma starts to take off. What do you do, Venna?
I look over to I chase her. I'm like, where are you going?
So Karma, where are you going, bud?
Karma's in like a rage because unjust killing. Like she's like she's seeing red.
As Karma dashes down the stairways, Arendelle's bird is following him. That's correct, right?
I was going where she told me to go, and all she said was go to the hallway. So
as you guys kind of split up, as Venna does like a James Bond maneuver and jumps on the chandelier.
I didn't mean jump on the chandelier. I meant to jump off. Just
I move. I'm going to move Arendelle's bird down this way for now, and it's just like waddling around. It's not flying. Or do you want it to fly?
I mean, he can fly silently, so I would rather have him do that.
I mean, silently is a strange word. Like you notice, like if you imagine you're in your place right now, and a bird just starts flying in your room.
Right, but owls fly silently. You don't
That's
hear how it's flapping its wings.
In the corner of your eye, you would still notice.
Oh, yes, obviously. That I'm not denying.
You're
They
quiet,
can see me.
but yes.
They can't hear me.
Okay, sure. I'll go back to Karma as he dashes off, or she dashes off.
I was just going to add real quick, when Venna ran down the stairs, she just yelled, "Victoria, help!" And then but she chased Karma down.
I was looking for the sound of that noise.
Yes. As you come downstairs here, you see like a wardrobe, and you don't hear anything right here. This is like thick. As you put your hand up against the wall, it's like thick stone. Make a perception roll. There's some like a candelabra that's been put in here. The wick, you see the beads of wax start to pour off the candle.
22?
Yeah, you put your ear up next to the wall. You hear a slap and a scream. Someone is being whipped behind this wall.
What is it?
Oh, good. So they're not dead. So you don't have to do this.
Yeah, we do.
This complicates things. No.
Karma, what'd you hear?
There's someone inside the wall, which
That's a
means
disturbing thing to just say.
there's passageways inside this place.
Okay, it's a little better.
Is it time to kill a second ghost?
Might be.
Out of instinct, Karma's gonna go open up the cupboard next to her.
Both of you make stealth rolls.
If I can find my mouse. There it is.
I roll a 15 as a perception check to counter your roll.
We'll see.
I rolled a 10.
Sad time. You start to open it up, and one of these like
Oh, I didn't do very good.
halfling or half people, half folk kind of come up to you.
Hobbit. Big feet, man.
What are you doing there? And I'm gonna go to
Looking for littles.
Gazan, are you okay, or you want me to come back to you, buddy?
I'm sleeping at this point.
You're sleeping. You've dozed off.
Yep.
What is a dream of Gazan? Like, what is he aspire? What is she aspiring to be? And what's the goal of Gazan?
Well, for the moment, this is going to be very embarrassing if people are going to find out, but she
You don't have to
considers...
say if you don't want to.
Uh,
It's up to you.
I don't think it'll ever be put up unless like it's going to be a joke or whatever. So I could definitely just say it.
We're definitely making fun of you.
Yes, she considers herself a deity now. She thinks herself godlike.
You think back to the slime that you cut in twine, and only given a chance, you can slay anything.
Yes. And definitely Korn is on that list, so she has definitely killed her maybe once or twice in her dream.
Just thinking about the bondage. You kind of rub the branding on your face a little bit, though. You sigh a little bit.
Surely there's a god of slaves.
Let's go to Victoria, right? We kind of like left Victoria a little bit. She was with Matilda. Then what happened, Victoria, is you snap out, you hear them, and you come out of the room, I'm thinking, and then you see them downstairs, right? Like touching the wall.
So I would have been around. So here's my plan, DM. So if I know that these two staircases are connected, what I would like to do is have Matilda run up, bite this man on the ankle, because goose have teeth, and haul ass out of the hallway this way, and basically leave him on a chase down this hall, and I go down the stairs behind him into the room. That was her plan.
Oh, so you're trying to create like a little distraction thing?
Yeah,
because you wanted to bite the guy. Okay, so I'm back. I had to peel away the rubes. Bite the guy, then you run off, and it's kind of the same thing where you're trying to run away. You're still in your room, but it's kind of like Inception, right? When you're in this fine familiar form, you're like kind of in a dream almost, right? In a way, you're projected through the body, and like I described, like you hear something outside of this dream state, like the whip crack, like I described. Even from inside the room, it's like a little, something is wrong. But then we're back with Matilda, and because I thought you were going to run outside the room, and so we're back with Matilda. She runs out, she bites the guy, and runs out, make an attack roll against this guy.
Okay, I'm not going for damage here. Just trying to give me shitty things.
Canadian geese are assholes. We can all agree on that, right?
They are. That's a 7 on the die. Plus 4, 11.
11 and misses by 1.
Does it get his attention?
It gets his attention. He's like, "What the bug are you?"
She does a goose hiss and runs.
As we will roll initiative with the guy. So you bite him, and then you just run off for a 6-second. And so you're upstairs in the upper body. You can't control both simultaneously. But you run quickly out. You beat him in the initiative. I roll a 6. So you run out like this. You kind of dash out. Is that how far you want to go, or you want to go further?
No. And then from here, I'm just going to tell Matilda, just keep running. And keep going. Just let this man go in circles. My idea was that I was going to tell her to bite and run. And then I would drop and I would start running for the stairs so I could come up behind this guy.
I'm going to say you fly about this far with Matilda. The guy comes outside and he says, "Oh, no, you don't." And he casts magic missile on Matilda.
Oh, that's such overkill.
Wow, imagine wasting a first level spell slot on a duck.
And he's like, and as he sees Matilda just vaporize, into nothingness, he's like, something is wrong.
I mean, you just used a first level spell slot that deals force damage on a duck. It's gonna vaporize.
Yeah.
And it's gonna explode.
It doesn't. Well, it vanishes like a conjured creature would, right? As it folds back into itself. It doesn't like leave a corpse or a body, even though he would do it. As he sees this guy is some type of trained mage of some kind. So he recognizes these things. He's on high alert, we'll just say.
Yeah, I don't know if Victoria would really know that Matilda didn't make it out. She's going down the stairs to try to get into that room.
You would feel the connection.
Yeah, I would say you feel the connection. You feel like a little tug to your heart a little bit, Victoria.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, not again. Every time your familiar dies, there's a shared pain there.
You take the force stem.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but also Victoria's hearing sounds of whips in a home where no whip should ever be heard.
So you come outside
damage.
Emotional damage.
So you come outside the room now, Victoria, kind of like what I thought would happen. And where are you at? I think I have you upstairs, right? Where are you at?
Yeah, I moved her to the top of the staircase, but
okay. I kind of thought you were going to be on the balcony here, and you look down, you see Karma listening to there. I'm going to go to Arundel, though, guys, because you guys split the party. I have to kind of go around the table. I go to Arundel. He's with the owl. Let's go to his owl here real quick.
Hello. I somehow ended up on the wall, but I'm back down now.
So there you are, Arundel. So what you see is you kind of are flying around pretty quickly. I'm going to have you make a stealth roll with the bird.
Sure. Hold on.
As you fly up to here, I mean, you're flying, so I guess you're like flapping a little bit. as a bird flaps in place, it's not that quiet.
It's a natural one.
A natural one. Let's pull up this
Wait a
thing.
minute. I didn't say I was going in there.
It's still something where, you know, I'm pushing you to I'm describing things, we're making a stealth roll, and then
Well, sure.
potato it, you roll a natural one.
But I was going out the window, not
Yes.
in the room.
And I'm saying that you see a guard spot your bird.
Okay.
He says, "What the?" This is kind of like Hitman. You know, the guard's
Oh,
exclamation point.
wait. I got it.
What do you do? Yes, exactly. You do a little surprise thing. He's like, "What the?" And do we roll initiative or what do you do?
That.
You can't fly outside. The windows are shut as you bang up against the wall.
Oh no, like a pigeon on
Oh.
glass.
Are we gonna
Birds
kill
don't
these poor
see
familiars
glass.
again, guys?
Birds don't see glass, so that's fair. I would hit the glass and be like, fuck, I can't see the glass. I can't trust these windows.
Roll initiative.
I only get to finish my damn sentence.
Nope, because you hit the fucking window.
Alright, what's my initiative? It's gonna be a +1. Rolling.
All you guys had to do was just sleep for the evening.
They're
6. I rolled a 6 for
called the
initiative.
what do you guys call the wayfarers for a reason, man? They're wandering around.
And I'm the one who's going to be in trouble for this.
You roll a 6.
Only if
Yes,
we
sir.
get caught.
I roll a 5. So you go first. What do you do with the guard? You've been spotted. You hear the guard say, "What the?"
So I can dash for 120 feet.
Yeah, you can fly up. Yeah,
I'm gone.
you fly out. You see Arundel's bird just fly the fuck out as you guys are just shit is happening everywhere. In this house.
What the fuck?
It's absolute chaos. What do you do with him? Do you bring him back to your room or?
If I see them right there, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore them because I can also see the halfling. So I'm just gonna
I'm trying to ask you a general question. Are you flying back with him to the room?
back with him to the room. Yes.
Okay. The guard comes out like a few minutes later, or like, I'm not saying a few minutes later, like 15 seconds later, as you guys see this bird. So this would be Karma and Venner out in the main foyer or whatever. This guard comes out and he's like, "What are you doing out?"
We were looking for linens.
There's no linens here. Get back to bed.
Well, where are the linens? We need more pillows.
Yes, I have a bad back.
You need more pillows?
Yeah.
I'll have a slave flog for this if they didn't put any pillows in your room. So he gets kind of close to you.
Well, I can tell you they did not give us enough.
Not enough?
Yes, but
Show me.
We can retrieve them ourselves. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you go up to the room with him.
And I show him one pillow.
Well, you go up to the room, like he goes up, and you are. I think who's sleeping with Arundel? Because Arundel is up here, guys.
Victoria
They
was
left me
originally
alone.
bunking with me. I don't know who Aaron
So you
I don't
guys
think we
are on.
determined who's where.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys are on the right hand side here. So he comes up to your room. Do you guys go with him, or do you resist and stay down here, Karma? Because it's like a guard
I
escorting.
look
you
at
back to your
Vina
room.
and see the vibe she's given off.
So I'll put him back down. What does Vena do?
Oh shit.
The slave boy is here and says, "I saw these two outside the room, sir."
No shit. We're looking for linens.
I just look over at the guard. I'm like, you're just so tired, and I just need one more pillow.
Boy, go get some pillows.
Did you just
Yes,
see that
sir.
owl? Did you see that owl? That's crazy. Must have flown in from the street.
There was an owl. I'm not seeing things. Where
Yeah,
did it go?
that.
Yeah, how'd that get in here? Sounds like you need to do your job better.
Probably should go figure that out. Yeah, maybe there's a broken window somewhere.
Get back to your rooms.
I could have swore I saw a duck earlier too. Just what the fuck was
This
that?
place is wild.
Well, they are cooking. They just finished the feast up. The wonder of
A feast for
Adam.
what?
none of your concern. Get to bed.
Well, I want to partake.
Are we invited?
The feast is over.
So leftovers.
But I thought you just
God
said they
damn
just
it.
cooked it. They cooked
Gonna
and ate
die.
Ah,
Yeah,
He's
that
like-
duck looked quite fresh.
it. I don't think you cooked that. It's not done.
make a persuasion roll. The DC's 10. I'm saying that I'll roll against the guard, actually.
Persuasion. I have proficiency in this.
Ooh, nice. As you kind of peer
Do
up
we
a little
both do
bit.
it or
through your
just
head.
karma?
20.
Well, you both are, he can roll, one of you guys, you can roll with advantage, Karma. Karma is-
17.
Karma is the
Bird
cleric.
you.
I did.
So you kind of help him out, Benna. You're like, yeah, I could use a pillow or something, you know? And he's just like, you're hungry?
Oh, famished.
Yeah.
Famished.
Lord Cord doesn't like his guests not eating well.
Look on the rafters. I'm
Perhaps you
giving you
could-
the help action by distracting him.
Perhaps you could show us where the feast.
I said get to your room. I'll make sure the slaves bring you by a meal.
A nice stiff drink too.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, where can we
Oh.
go for a drink?
Me and you? I'm on duty.
All three of us, obviously. We're not going to leave karma out of this.
Yeah, 3 of us.
What? He says.
take us to a room where we can get a nice drink.
Later, maybe.
But we'll be sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm just watching this from above. I'm like, God damn, these horny bitches.
I just want a drink.
He looks around a little bit. You know, he's just like kind of curious, I guess. I'll make a roll with him. I'll make a charisma saving throw against Karma's DC.
Saving throw, oh no.
Against my DC,
Yeah.
where would I find that?
It's your spell save DC. I roll pretty low, so I fail. I roll a 10, so it's got to be like probably like a 12 or 13 at least. And he's like, well, he's kind of just like anticipating something, you know. He's like, okay, stay right here. Let me go grab a drink real quick then. You know, it's kind of a guy. He's probably not that attractive. You know, he's probably got a few scars, but you know, maybe some on his face. You know, he's maybe got that cleft lip thing going on too. You know. And so he probably hasn't gotten that much action. So he's desperate. So he's headed off to like, you know, he's a little distracted. He's like, he turns back though. He's like, stay right here. And he takes off.
Cruel. You are cruel individuals for doing that to this man.
Are we staying?
No, we can't. No, we tried
Yes.
to open this cabinet already, right?
And you hear him yell in the other room. He's like, get the more linens. We need a lot more.
Open.
Oh God!
And you see the slave boys like carrying the linens up there a little bit.
Open the cabinet, and I'll create a distraction.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I want to open this cabinet.
You
Since
open
I
the
was
cabinet up.
since I was watching this, I noticed the guy leave, right?
Yes, the guy left.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Let's go back to Victoria, right?
I'm curious what
We're
Victoria's
kind of leaving
doing.
Victoria out of this a little bit, guys, right? Victoria, you come out and you're on the balcony. Do you say or do anything? You see this whole thing happening, and you're just like, what do you do?
I'm hoping by the time that Matilda gets shot, that she's still going down that staircase so she can get there.
Okay, you want to kind of get there?
Yeah, so I'm hoping I'm at this point by the time she gets hit, but I'm not sure.
It's not enough. Like, you think
Okay.
about it, it's like you roll initiative. It's like literally 15 seconds. He like shoots her out in the hallway.
I can move 30 feet around. So I'm still running for the stairs. Like, that's still my plan.
Yeah,
still
I
wanna go
mean,
down there.
you feel that pain as soon as you get down to like here, you know, to the bottom of the stairs. You're not quite there. You're at the bottom.
No,
of the
not that stair. I went out of my room,
I'm saying
west.
you got out of your room, you dashed down the stairs, or let me double click your character, see where you're at. Oh, you've gone this way. Okay.
that stair. Yeah.
Mhm.
Not the balcony, the back.
I'm going
way.
to say you've gotten to there. That's about as far as you've gone.
All right, I'm going down the stairs. That's my plan.
Okay. You start walking down the stairs kind of quietly, right? You're stealthing around a little bit. Roll a d20. If you roll an 18 or higher, the slave master's is here, coming up the stairs. Let's see. Why are you out of bed?
15.
So she's not here. You come downstairs, and the stairs are nice, and you creak open this door a little bit. I'm sorry. Actually, yeah, let's take a look. There's stairs there, but it actually goes into the study area. But it looks like there's a wall here, right? There's kind of like a wall, sort of like a stairway thing here. And you have to, like, you see there's a balcony and banisters. Here is the wall this is where the wall is up here of where the study is. So I'm actually going to move you up to there, right? This is probably where you would begin to make the stealth roll if you wish to approach it. The man has come back to the room. See if I have to go back. I'm going to just say he's down there because this is a multi-level thing. Let me, I'll pull away the thing real quick. He's down there back in the room. It hasn't been that long. He's just checking over his things, making sure everything's in place. He's like,
Yep.
What do you do?
Stealth.
Okay, let's make a stealth roll versus his perception. He's probably on guard. And so what I will do with him is roll with advantage.
Okay.
What did you roll? A 10? He rolls a 17 and a 14. Says
Okay.
he looks up as he hears you kind of coming down.
How far do I get before he sees me?
Not that far. I'm going to say like you probably get up to your movement. So you're coming down like you're just kind of hiding a little bit. You know, it's like someone coming down the stairs and they're creeping.
Yeah.
He's like, who goes there?
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
yeah.
And I'm gonna kind of just continue down the stairs, and she don't think I would bring my umbrella with me. Just kind of hold my hands up, and I'm terribly sorry. I think I've got myself turned around, and I'm just gonna keep like casually walking down the stairs. I didn't want to disturb anybody. I know we're not supposed to be out of our rooms. I'm so sorry.
Who are you?
I'm Victoria. And I'm just gonna keep kind of going down the stairs, and
He
I'm
kind
gonna
of
try
like
to get.
comes over a little bit to like he comes like to the edge of the stair. He's a robed individual. He's there's a hood over his head. You can barely see his face. He is human.
I'm gonna try to keep going downstairs as I'm talking, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
You're not one of the slaves, are you? I haven't seen you around.
No, I'm I'm just a wanderer. I said here to see the lord of the house.
He's not here.
Oh, really?
Are you
I was-
continuing to like walk towards him?
Yep.
He's like, okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name. And I hold out my hand like this.
Like this dainty hand.
Yes.
How are you dressed right now?
I'm probably still wearing the street clothes. At some point, I would have prestidigitation myself
Yes.
because Ardell had the bath. But no, I'm still wearing the leather clothes from before.
He kind of greets you, and he's kind of like, he doesn't appear to be that intimidated by you, right? He's just like, oh. But he's more curious than anything. He kind of like looks at your hand a little bit. He's like, your hand is, how rough is your hand, Victoria, as he grabs it?
It's rough.
Pretty rough?
Yeah.
He kisses it with some moderation, as a gentleman would. He's like, you don't look like a noblewoman, but you speak like one.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Abid.
Ovid? Well, I know Ovid.
Oh, you say audit.
Audit?
I heard audit and I had a heart attack because I'm like, did I forget to do that?
Abid.
It's RS! Damn it! Oh, Abid, okay.
Don't worry, I've named every NPC here, boys. Because you guys are there asking me, what's this guy's name?
Gobbo.
Gabo, Slabo, and Bravo.
I actually made a meme about that earlier. I don't know if anybody saw it.
He kisses your hand, Victoria. What do you do? He's like,
Uh,
well met.
Oh.
What business do you have in the house?
Well, I provide a various level of services. But I'm sorry, you're not my client.
From the journey?
I'm sorry?
From the journey.
On the journey, I'm sorry, I don't follow.
Make a deception roll at disadvantage.
God
I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about the Velvet Journey.
Orange.
Whorehouse.
Oh, the Velvet Journey!
Make a
Fuck.
deception roll at disadvantage as you question your own self. I roll an insight roll to counter your roll. I mean, he's also sort of wooed by you, right?
I guess. Okay.
In some way.
Disadvantage.
I'm gonna be the little devil on your shoulder right now. After he kisses your hand, you should break
Normally.
his jaw.
Normally, the roll is
that
made in
was an
secret. So
option.
normally
Just-
the roll, even from you, is made in secret.
Do it.
So you
Draw
don't know
first
if you
blood.
pass or fail. That
It
way
says
he
I'm
would-
I'm sorry, I don't follow what you're saying.
I think you should get back to your quarters.
He is but a wizard. Wizard Acrael.
No, I'm sorry, I do travel. Is that what you intended? I'm not from I'm not sure what you're
There
referring
was
to
some
by journey.
mysterious
I did
thing
recently
flying
contact-
around earlier. I disposed of it.
Oh, I feel so much safer.
Did you know anything about that?
Potentially. I see that you're also magically inclined.
Dangerous to cast the magic now, since the crystal's not been set. But
I've heard stories.
make no mistake, I see through your ruse. He begins to cast magic.
What do you know about the family that lived here?
He starts to cast magic. Do we roll initiative?
I'm not getting aggressive yet. That's the question I ask.
Sure. He starts to cast magic. It's unknown what he's casting. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
He needs to roll a d20, or otherwise
That's
he
correct,
has
I will.
wild magic.
You see the ripple around it begin to swirl, and he begins to tame it a little bit. You're now held by held person.
There was all right. I'm held.
Let the fate of the dice works against you.
Yeah.
Victoria's held, and that's where we will begin the game next week.
Oh
Fuck.
man, this is a good one.
Imagine you're like paralyzed now, Victoria. Like someone has the power just to paralyze you alone in a room with them.
Are you guys immune to sleep?
Then are we gonna jump this dude or what?
Is this other man also desperate? Because there's a lot of desperate men in this.
There is a lot of dudes here, right? They got to be kind of desperate.
Karma, we're gonna have to check because I have ideas, but we just save them for next time.
Yeah, we got a closet we can stuff him into.
After the wizard man held person, Victoria, he just hears an ominous echo throughout the hall.